SK Gaming here for the final semi-finals, and it's going to be on Mirage first with SK Gaming starting on the CT side, Cloud9 on the T side, and already a little bit of utility thrown in there. That one Molotov, just a little wink in my eye, Moses. I enjoy that.
Yes, you have to. You have to love to see where it's going to go. And again, Cloud9, this is just what they did yesterday. Fast towards the B bomb site. This time there's not 4 players there. It's coldzera though. Taco's got the opening kill. coldzera coming unblinded. He hasn't gone down. Just now, finally, it's Rush. And Taco is trapped, but he's going to be able to find Stewie. He's holding on till the very end.
Non-stop action as Rush is going to hit the headshot, taking down Fur. That leaves Phelps and Fallen a little bit of trouble now. The bomb is not planted yet, but isolated in the corner. Fallen, he can't get out. He had no cover at all. All on Phelps. They know where he is. 1 versus 3, and Rush is going to take him down. Triple kill here. Again, it works.
There was a battle the whole way, though. SK surviving so long in that site. The very poise was Cloud9, delaying the plant, making sure it was all clear before risking it. And the chants come out early. SK is going to be down in this opening round, but we saw how dangerous Fallen Scout could be. They're going to buy up the pistols. Taco as well going for a light buy. He actually dropped the Scout over to Fallen, so he's only got a P250 with no armor. A lot of faith in the captain, the in-game leader for the Brazilians.
This is only the second round, Moses, and already this place is boiling out of control. We've talked about this the whole tournament. You're supposed to win the second round. You win the pistol round, that's the reward. You get some breathing room, you can sort of relax a little bit. That just hasn't been the case this tournament.
No, when it gets to this level of the tournament, you don't get any free rewards. You got to earn it all, and we've seen so many teams turn it around in these second rounds after winning the pistol. So it's Skadoodle leading the way with the Scout, using that range, trying to help his teammates, holding the angles. They're being very cautious of any of these delayed peaks, and SK's trying to get a read of what's coming. You can see the blue dots moving around on the minimap. Another smoke into the window to protect Cloud9. And Stewie, as we'll see so frequently, is going to be the first man at the action. That's a kill onto Cloud9, onto coldzera, and they're going to keep moving forward.
Every single kill going their way. No real danger in a round like this. Phelps is up here, and well, he walked into that bullet, I believe.
Fallen's just got to bail out. This is Cloud9 wanting to pile it on early, wanting to get this crowd into it, wanting to build momentum. They know SK is going to be tired from earlier, and they want to make sure they come out hot.
This is why you're going to book your ticket to the next major tournament. This is exactly why you want to be here. Third round coming up, and no surprise at all, SK Gaming just aren't going to have the money, so they have a little bit of free run here. Cloud9, the real test obviously going to be in that 4th round, but kind of for SK too, that 4th round, you're not going to have everything you need. It is going to be a little bit rough, and they just walk into the A-bomb side.
And the cheers already go out. It's going to be a 3rd for Cloud9. No chance for SK to get into this. Not really a whole lot of options of what they can do. What you need to avoid, though, is don't feed this bonus money over to Stewie with the SMG. Don't get killed by it. There's no point in taking these fights. SK Gaming setting up a trap here at the B-bomb site. There's the jump through the window. He's going to get one more before going down. Here's the next SMG. Tarek trying to build up some money. Not able to do it just yet, but they're going to keep the pressure on. He's got 2 players so low. There's the peek out. He gets 1. Now Automatic has fallen, but no big issue here at the end.
Not at all. Taco's very low on health, and maybe coldzera, if he can steal this AK-47, that would be a massive win. Grenade, I don't think it's going to be able to kill him. In fact, doesn't even touch him, so that's a pretty big win there. coldzera, he's actually going to be very happy walking out of the round with that one.
Yeah, it's quite nice he's able to bring that over. Because like you mentioned, this 4th round is going to be a big test for SK, considering, you know, we see, again, an op is going to be passed over to Fallen from Taco, but they're all going to be missing utility. That AK-47 allows coldzera to buy up, you know, an extra flashbang, a Molotov. He has a kit as well. He's got full armor all across the board, so that extra AK-47 helps him out massively.
AWP on Fallen, Skadoodle on the other side. Man, has he come alive this major tournament. They need him now more than ever. shutting down Fallen is a task that almost nobody in the world is up to. Fourth round here, the big test for either team. Cloud9, what can they do? They have that one UMP still on Tarek, so maybe he's going to be the front man.
He's definitely got good position at the moment. Remember yesterday against G2, Cloud9 was able to shut down those ops so very much. It was almost a detriment that G2 kept buying back into the double op setup. Fallen here, a different beast with this angle. Inside the A bomb site, it is mid control for Cloud9, and oh, he's missed his timing. This can actually start getting dangerous over towards the B bomb site. Everyone's getting into position at the moment. Just under a minute remaining in the round, and it's been silence across the map. SK Gaming still has decent utility left as well.
Yes, they do. 45 seconds. Oh! Skadul going to pick up that kill. Right afterwards, the return as Fur goes down. Phelps alone on the bomb site. He has to come up big. He's not even going to get the chance. Skadoodle taking him down from that high ground position. And Taco and Cold Sierra have to walk away from this bomb site. There's nothing they can do. Just got to give it up. That advanced position that Tarek is in for the longest time in the beginning.
Yeah.
Normally on Mirage, we say the CT side should not be giving up that easily, that connector control. And they definitely did. I think that's a point that's worth looking forward to in the next couple of rounds. Like, how easily can Cloud9 get in there?
SK is not going to give that up too easily, too frequently. I think part of that is born out of the utility they just didn't have, so not necessarily fighting for it, but you have to say, great entry by Skadoodle onto Fallen with that AWP. Tarek, because of that position, is able to turn the corner so fast and kind of shock that defender in jungle, and then a follow-up from Skadoodle to get the site clean. They're going to chase down these weapons. There goes Taco. Cold Zera still alive. But again, they'll be fine to let him have that. They got 4. SK reeling early on.
That's a big win. You see the timing working out so well there.
Yeah.
Fallen had to cover 2 angles, which is always not easy. Still, that shot on Phelps.
The sound clip that they add in that slow motion is quite nice. It's good effect. Makes it feel powerful. There's actually going to be an off. We saw this a couple times. Stewie taking it over because of a good spawn. He's also likes to be usually more aggressive in the early stages of the rounds with the AWP than even Skadoodle, so passes it back over.
But buying into this round for SK Gaming, that's an incredible risk.
It's a lot of faith, isn't it? They're hoping to catch Cloud9 off guard. Skadoodle might have his number again, but he just backs off of it. Very, very close to taking that fight. Cloud9's going to take this one patiently.
They might not realize, I mean, they shouldn't be able to guess what kind of weapon is at play on the other side. It'd be very hard for them to imagine that this is going to be it. 4-0 right now. Plenty of time left as they creep their way up that A ramp and down in that shadow position. We saw earlier how good Zeus was playing. He's actually Phelps a little bit up from it. Molotov, oh, it's going to go down, and the timing, quite good. Fallen with the return kill as well, taking down Stewie. That's a good turn of events here for the Brazilian side. Now they're a man up. Even if they don't have the weaponry, it's looking a lot better. Skadoodle trying to see if he can get a forward position. Molotov in the corner, that's a very good utility use there. And a little bit of spray, almost taking down Taco. They need that bomb plant though, only 30 seconds here.
This is a bit of a disaster. They didn't use utility. They didn't expect that AWP. It catches them off guard, and they have to pause now to get the smokes down and the choke points. They are going to get into the site. Fallen's got an angle, misses a shot though. They want to plant here. Russia's got it. No one's watching for the spawn run through. They take a little bit of damage, but Cloud9 should be able to sustain this into the post plant. Nade almost does its job. And can they hold from here?
Well, the follow-up nade taking down Fallen. They have 1 left, and the spray comes in. Automatic, a little bit long range there. Now for no chance at all against Russian Skadoodle. So, last couple of grenades really making a big difference in that one.
You have to respect the boldness of this buy. Fallen taking that AWP, the armor, and CZs into it as well. They know that the money bonus is building up. The losing bonus is going to be at full. Just taking the risk of that one more off. Doesn't work out, but it did catch a couple players off guard. You could see the idea, and Cloud9 recovers up 5-0 and building up a decent amount of money behind some of these. SK's got to get on this board soon. 4 M4s and a shotgun.
Not the biggest downgrade in the world, can definitely be done. Had a couple of more grenades than I was expecting. Is it going to be quite enough? Maybe Fallen is going to get bored over at that A ramp eventually and start looking for any kind of information that he can. Stewie having a spray battle through the smoke, and he's going to be flashed through. Actually has the advantage now. If Phelps comes back, it's going to be in a lot of trouble here. And oh, what a great boost coming in there. coldzera taking down Automatic. Now they have the man lead. They just need to hold tight.
Stewie can play this position by intuition. I think he's heard a footstep or two, and if Phelps gives up that he's not really close to that angle, Stewie could just take advantage of it. So finally a nice opening pick for coldzera. Cloud9 used a lot of utility to get this mid control, and all they have to show for it is a manpower disadvantage. What do they have left to execute with? 2 Molotovs of smoke and some flashbangs. They're going to need some kills right off the bat. It's going to be a contact play, and this is exactly what SK wants.
At this range, you are dead if that shotgun hits you. Phelps is going to be going down, Fallen now holding in the corner. Oh no! One of the pellets misses, and Skadool gets to live on 30 health. It's Taco and coldzera up, and somehow they get all the entries they need, every single one of them.
I tell you what, we've all been there from Fallen. We've all had the shotgun not get that kill. It feels like it should have come through, but a great reaction. Tarek coming up, supporting Skadool perfectly and making sure that shotgun cannot get a second shot. It's going to be a 6th in coldzera. We've seen this 3 rounds already. He hasn't even been able to get into the action. One of the big strengths of Cloud9 is how fast they take these bomb sites, and the rotating players can't even get in to fight for a round. coldzera just going to try and live one more time with this M4. He's being hunted down, though. They don't want him to keep this. It's all down to timing. He wins that fight, and there's no one left from Cloud9 to take advantage. Swap out for the AK likely at the end of this round, and it's going to be 6 for C9, trying to make their way into the grand finals.
This is a bit of a problem because actually,
wow. Oh, Skadool that got that kill.
It was.
What the hell?
One of the features of this map, when you're on the CT side, is that you're actually supposed to have an easier time getting your star players into action. They can move around a lot. They can be very dynamic. They can even go get a little bit of information to try and figure out what's going on. So I feel like the fact that coldzera is not having an easy time getting into it means maybe SK need to loosen up a bit here and let go of some of their players so they can actually go and find some of the action.
I imagine at some point we'll see them do just that, get more aggressive with the rifles, try and take the fight, because sitting back hasn't worked for these first 6 rounds. At some point, you would imagine it would be someone like Fur. We know he likes to be aggressive. There's a kill with the CZ. That's towards the stairs. Skadool on point, as he has been, finds a kill onto Fallen. It's great control towards this A site, great control in mid. Cloud9 slowly constricting here on towards A.
Cold gonna get 2 great headshots in, taking down Tarek and Rush. That's not bad at all. And looking for a bit more, though. Skadool coming back in, and Cold is only on 12 health down here. Almost gets tagged through the floor there. That could have been dangerous. We still have a minute left, and he's waiting for it. Skadool, he's actually reading this situation incredibly well. Gonna be 1 grenade out. He's so paranoid about that ladder. Cold is right on the other side. Could happen. 2 versus 2 now, and Automatic sneaking onto the site. Doesn't get a chance to spot him just yet. Cold is still covering the bomb from the other side there. And Fur is in the CT spawn. You think SK had a very good situation right now. They know Skadoodle's still up there, and time is simply running out now. Only 30 seconds left here. Cloud9, if they can win this round, again, it'd crush the Brazilian economy. Something has to give right now. 25 seconds, flashbang in. Fur with a great spray, hits the headshot, and now coldzera gets the last kill in. A triple for him, and finally he's put to play.
That is a god-tier round from coldzera. His ability delays and buys so much time, staying on that A ramp. The 2 kills are huge, but just the fact that nobody can find him after that. Automatic finally getting into the fight, coming from the mid-flank. He can find nothing. So coldzera gets SK on the board. A double off setup now comes out.
Now let's see if it's going to hold true, Moses. We've seen this time and again, especially from SK Gaming, even if they lose a lot around just a 1, and suddenly they've got the right mentality again. Pushing into the underpass is Fallen. He actually gets a flashbang right in his eyes, so can't really stand his ground. He's maybe saw a leg there. Got to be very careful staying in the middle like this, and he's going to try and back off just a bit into the connector. There's the opening kill from Taco, taking down Stewie. That's a good start. Now they can relax a little bit more.
You see these Alpers, you saw Fallen there, so many different angles he takes. Even when he's falling back, he's still on the hunt. and Skadoodle mirroring it. He's keeping track of all the different positions that can be peeked from. Stewie's gone down towards B. That was the second op. One options are left now. They give up that mid control. They feel like they've applied enough pressure there. Readjusting. Smoke just goes down on the A ramp, so that'll delay them a little bit. coldzera is here as well. When he finally got involved, he won SK around almost single-handedly.
Here's a bit of a random factor. If they Molotov that position, it's not always clear if it actually will burn coldzera. Sometimes it will if it's far enough to the right, and sometimes it won't. Phelps already down to 13 health. That's not the best start, but you've got to look out for that. There it is going down. It lands towards the edge. coldzera, his legs are on fire. He can't get out. He goes down to Tarek. Oh, no. Fallen now on the stairwell. Still no smokes to block him off. Maybe that would be a mistake here for Cloud9. They need something, but they actually have no more grenades left. And just 15 seconds. They're almost out of time. There's a flick. Colt gets down immediately, and now it's down to Phelps. He's down from the bomb side, and Taco is miles away. Bomb will definitely go down. It's Taco and Automatic in a one-on-one. And Automatic already with the double kill hiding in the back of the bomb site. Taco's got no grenades. Can he find the AWP shot? That's all he needs. Waiting patiently with the kit already picked up. It's going to be a peek out of the open. He sees it. Automatic gets the triple kill, saves the round, and resets SK Gaming.
What a battle for that bomb site. They use so much utility, Cloud9, on mid control. They've done it in the past. coldzera, he doesn't even realize he's burning it. He still can't get out. Terror takes him alive. But this fight to cross as well with no smokes there, and then Automatic just goes silent, hiding in the bomb site. Taco has no idea where he's gone.
If you throw that Molotov from the ramp instead of from the apartments, it doesn't always reach that level. So that's why it was so interesting. And to the detriment of coldzera, it was exactly right. And now they're going to go back to something they did in the pistol round. The straight B rush. Fallen completely blind at the moment. Still going to pick up the kill. He loves fighting at this range, but right now, he's got almost the entire Cloud9 team on the other side. Ready and waiting, not quite going to get that one in. Oh, and a headshot from Rook. That's such an incredibly dirty peek coming out. Still a 3-on-3 as Tarek goes down.
That kill from coldzera is huge, though, because it opens up the flank now, but Skadoodle's watching it. He grabs Phelps. That was the opportunity SK wanted. Now Fur and coldzera, they have to decide, do they want to go for this now or do they want to save these weapons? And there's one all the way back at A. Automatic's going to clean that out. coldzera, the last one left. He has a kill. They knew where he was. No chance at sneaking in for a defuse, but he is going to go for it. He wants to fight for this and rush. He starts it out on Fallen, and he closes it on coldzera.
Well, you just might get your wish, good sir. That was, it's looking that way. It's trending in that direction. What is with Rush and these sort of just surgical peaks that are coming in? He's showing no more than he needs to.
He's incredibly focused. You have to remember, too, he was one of the players towards the later stage of his time at Optic who was really, really struggling, and he took that personally. He was very upset that he was having a rough time. Obviously has put a lot of work into his game. And all of these players individually finding their peak at the very same time that they are as a team as well. So this is what's gotten this crowd so electrified.
You could understand the timeout here for SK Gaming, right?
Yes.
They obviously are an incredibly routine team. They want to make sure they can get everything back in focus. They are used to playing against the home crowd as well. They know what that's like. So what is going to be the play? Right now they don't have any money, but in the next round, are we finally going to see that aggression that we're looking for?
The tough part is they've had a couple rounds where they've gone for, they've had those half buys, those partial buys behind one AWP and one rifle, and those kind of rounds, you can't really be too aggressive on it, and it's not allowing them to really secure their economy. And the fact that they haven't worked out, that would turn the tables, but now it's just hurting them. Here's Fur. Stewie's just playing with that smoke, keeping the attention on mid while his teammates waltz out of the B bomb site. coldzera's alone. There's the rotation from Taco. Cleans it out with a deagle shot, but what else can he do? He's got to be a hero, and he's caught out in the open. They know where he is. He's pinned. He's working his way around the bomb site, but he can't find a good peek. Reloading, and they're just letting him do all this. They don't care. Cloud9 is so poised at the moment.
It's an interesting little kill coming in from Phelps. But ultimately, they just did not have the weaponry to deal with this round. So Cloud9 are going to bring it home in the end here. Bomb is already planted. Phelps just hoping for an exit and a trade up to a better weapon, maybe.
And the bonus money would be nice as well. Anything is going to help at this point. Getting spammed down.
Oh.
I mean, you have to imagine, though, the next round is for when this timeout is really, we'll see what they have in store. Because again, much like G2, nothing has worked. Some of the aggression has been shut down. The double up setup has been shut down. Where does SK turn?
Very many times in the past when this has happened to SK Gaming, the one thing that comes to my mind at least would be something like an aggressive push on the A ramp. They really like doing that. I would have preferred if they had the AWP on Fallen. They just don't have the money for it. But either way, I want to see something interesting coming out of here on the Brazilian side. They have got 3 men in the middle, 2 of them running down actually. Oh, and an improvised boost in the middle of all of that. So one and underpass, the boost is in. They see the jump down. Oh, flashbangs are there. And Stewie gets to live for just 1 more second until he goes down to Fallen. Now Tarek is snuck in. He's going to go for the spray. That could have been an easy kill. Had the headshot advantage there. As Phelps goes down, it's still a 4-on-4. And this is all-out chaos. Automatic on the bomb side. The bomb goes down in the middle of that battle in the middle. What is happening? That's a great reaction. Tarek calls out the numbers. He spots 2. They knew 2 killed Stewie as well. So they know there can only be 1 defender. Skadoodle's in some trouble here. Leisurely just tossing a flashbang into the air. He knows Tarek's covering his back, and because of that play, because it doesn't work out, in the speed of the reaction of the response from Cloud9, SK has no chance of getting back into it. It's usually SK checkmating their opponents in this fashion, but right now, Cloud9 has all the answers. That's crazy. I mean, you replay that round another 10 times, it's very hard to know that it's going to turn out the same way. But they did get stuck in underpass. They couldn't really get out, and the bomb side was just all open once they got that 1 opening kill. So 10-1. What are we witnessing, Moses? I mean, they're just playing at a whole new level, Cloud9.
Oh, it's incredible, and it's crazy if you think if you go back to the Legend stage when they went down 0-2, they looked flat. They didn't have any energy to their play. There was none of this kind of aggression that we're seeing. It's been a turnaround. They haven't dropped a map since going 0-2. It looks like that streak might continue here.
Get on. The crowd is loving it. Every flashbang and every smoke. Probably the kills most of all. 10-1.
Here's some more aggression, and actually Phelps blowing off the boots. And Barashi jumps up, cannot avoid Fallen.
There's the A-ramp.
Yep, there's that A-ramp aggression you like, but they go too far. Skadoodle is not fooled. They're trying to kind of lull them into security by that smoke pluming. They think they're falling back behind it, and Fallen pushes through, but Skadoodle's ready. Now all goes quiet across the map.
Nobody's in a very advanced position right now for Cloud9. They've gone and picked up the bomb again. Very hard to know how you're going to play it from this version out. They sort of have some, well, they have 1 smoke in fact, so not going to be much of a setup.
I think they might just choose a contact play if you're Cloud9. Skadoodle waiting for this smoke to clear. He's got the advantage of weaponry. Phelps is the only one here. This is a misread from SK. This flank that Taco has towards top mid has got to come out. It's got to be impactful, and he's got to wrap around very quickly. Phelps can't hold him off forever. They know exactly where he is. They're going to run past the Molotov. Skadoodle's got a nade out. He goes down. Phelps still needs to do more. This is not enough. Although the bomb hasn't gotten into the site, that might slow things down, but Taco's in position.
Yes, he is flanking around this 3-on-3. This might very well be the back-breaking moment that SK need. Just a big turnaround here if they can pick up this round and maybe win the last of them as well. Taco walking in, but Tarek is ready. Takes him down with the AK-47, and somehow it's a 2-on-2. That should have been the big flank. Now they need to defuse that bomb. The gun barrel showing. Stewie absolutely knows he can't miss this shot or he's going to be way too close. And Cold Zero is holding on the other side while first sneaking up onto the bomb site. Just ready and waiting, listening for the sound of that defuse. Covering the apartments. Not clicking it yet, just the 1 tap, and there's Stewie taking 1 down. It's a 1-on-1, but there's simply no time left. Cold Zero, he has to just wait. Oh, wow, we're going to try and chase him down, and at least he'll be successful in that, but that is a very thin silver lining right now if you're SK Gaming. Yeah, it's very small consolation. Great 2-on-2 win from Cloud9.
patiently waiting. SK knew where they were. Phelps did everything he could. Props to him for anchoring that bomb site, getting the kill, delaying as long as possible. Just his teammates were so far away. They doubled up at the B bomb site, and that's just too long for the rotation to arrive. A lot of this time, Cloud9 is just taking these fights. They have to be trading perfectly in these because remember, they're using a lot of utility early on for the mid control that they're coming out with, that they don't have a whole lot for the late round executions. And look at this, the change of pace. And it's gonna catch Fallen out in the open. Not ready for that whatsoever. Tarek throws caution to the wind.
Just a pure timing push. You don't almost never see Fallen get caught by something like that, but his mind is somewhere else right now, trying to figure out a way for his team to get back in this game. You see what they can do, pushing onto the side. The spray is in, and Tarek easily going to pick up that kill on Phelps. He just had no cover at all. An automatic putting a lot of pressure on here in the middle. He's going to get one kill, a headshot. The delayed grenade there, but it's too late. Stewie picking it up. And we're looking at a 12-1 lead here in the first half.
You can't even explain that. Automatic should have been dead. They couldn't find it, but this is the crazy play. Tarek just running all the way down. Fallen's not expecting that whatsoever. He just takes more and more each time, but this sequence right here, I guess they're firing at Cold Zero. I mean, they're firing at Skadoodle next to him, so Automatic gets both of those kills. Everything going Cloud9's way.
Very aggressive in the middle once again. Peeking before the smoke is even in that window. You can shoot through that wall if you know how to do it. Skadoodle trying his very best. Gonna miss the opportunity. What's left on the other team? MP9's Scout and M4 and a lonely Deagle there. This is rough right now.
SK needs these last 2 rounds. Not a whole lot to play with this time. They have to be so passive because they just don't have the nades to do any of their aggressive moves. Cloud9 waiting for something though. It's very passive, very spread out across the map, just a basic default out of C9. They haven't even got a whole lot of information out of this.
On the other hand, this change of pace constantly has got to be very annoying for SK Gaming because almost none of the rounds are similar right now. It can be fast, it can be slow. They're just not sure right now. And a little bit of pressure put on here. Stewie fires a couple of bullets and has actually managed to drag 3 people into this bomb site, which means this A bomb site is only guarded by Fallen. We're going to need a lot of scout headshots, and there's one. Taking down Tarek is a good start. He's trying through the box, and he's going to get shot right down afterwards as Cold Zero falls. Turning around, automatic for the kill. And it will be a 2-on-2 here. At least they've made it competitive, SK Gaming, in this round, but the MP9s, Moses, you hate to see it.
I mean, they have to go for this. They can't afford to give it away, and it won't matter. Skadoodle with the angle. One more coming. One more to deal with. It's just Taco. No kit. And he's been tagged. Down to 40 HP. Goes for the fight. The coordination out of when Cloud9 hits these bomb sites is on point. Even with such a stellar headshot. You mentioned it earlier. Rush is on point. And then obviously pinching at the perfect moment. Phelps can't even help out towards the A. He's got to fight with Stewie at top mid. And you can see it on Taco's face. It just seems like there's nothing they can do.
Cold Zero's right now at 12 kills. Taco at 4, 5 on Fallen. They are getting some of the kills in these rounds, but they just have no control. There's finally a great kill coming in from Fallen. A little bit too much aggression coming out of Cloud9. They've been very safe in the middle, and finally they do get shut down.
It's hard to call it too much aggression when it's worked so many times. Oh, that's a great nade onto Stewie and Tarek. Chips him down just a little bit.
Not going to be happy about that one. There is a lot of aggression again on the A ramp, just trying to get that information and also maybe catch somebody off guard here, close range with the UMP, but alone at the bomb site, more or less is Taco. He's got a little bit of backup from Cold Zero, but wouldn't be surprised if Cold is going to get smoked off from this position, so might be Taco alone with an MP9 here to try and win this 15th round. Very tricky indeed.
This will be so tough. When does the hit come in? They've been quiet across the map. And SK, they haven't really been too aggressive. They are on A ramp, but they haven't pushed for the information. Here it comes, Taco the first point. He's got the opening kill, 5-on-3. They've got to win this. He's trying to lure them into a crossfire, and he's done it. coldzera's got the angle. The Molotov isn't burning him quick enough. Skadoodle gets a kill along with Stewie. It's a 1-on-3 at this B-bomb site with the ult.
And SK know how to do this every single day of the week. Just make sure you know where he is and then slowly crush him out of the round. Flick comes in! And he's going to get immediately returned upon by Fallen, but that was so quick. Says something about the kind of mood that Skadoodle is in. It will be 13-2 in the first half in favor of Cloud9. That is still a stunning result.
That shot from Skadoodle makes you feel like he's going to do it, and then he just gets shut down by Fallen. What an adjustment. No chance for Fern, but 2 rounds. What an offensive side put in from Cloud9. Just domination from start to finish once again. And they really, really piled on that score. He's loving it.
Jack picked the right day to show up, didn't he?
That's Tarek's family sitting next to him, yes.
All of them having a grand old time right now.
It is the Tarek era, Anders.
You've said that for a long time, Moses, and I don't know how you realized, how you knew, but it just turned out to be right. I'm always impressed by that. Cloud9 in the grand finals, wouldn't that be something?
That would be. I mean, an incredible story as well. Hasn't been, what, Cologne 2016, the last time the North American team got to the finals with Team Liquid?
You're absolutely right. The second half is going to be coming up here. Make some noise, Boston! It's 13-2, and Cloud9 are 3 away from taking it. Skadoodle with a couple of headshots. Tarek with 1 more, and now Fallen and Taco. They didn't even get a chance to get on this map.
They're not leaving any breathing room for SK. They're taking the fight to him at all fronts. Such quick kills from Skadoodle. That's from window to top mid as well. I'm sure we'll see that again on the replay, but incredible shots to hit. Fallen's got utility, but never got a chance to use it. And what do you do here in a 2-on-4? Cloud9, they've got everything covered.
Right now they're waiting. Want to see if they can get a kill. Fallen's got the angle into the bomb site. That could be one opportunity. Maybe Taco, if he can stay alive and get a kill over here. Well, that's a good start. Fallen taking down Skadoodle. Kenny, best automatic. That would open it up so much. Now they've dragged a rotation out of the A-bomb side, and Taco's waiting for it, but maybe not patiently enough. He was so far in the bomb site that Stewie realized now he's getting shot in the back, and they're also running out of time here. 30 seconds. This has to be a quick kill, and it will be. Great shot coming in. Taco looking for a bit more. Suddenly from a 2-on-4 into a 2-on-2 with 25 seconds as they're making their way onto that A-bomb site. This would be a huge turnaround, exactly what SK need. There's Rush taking one down. Every time there's a window, it gets closed by Cloud9 immediately. Taco now, 10 seconds left in a 1 versus 2. They're both waiting for him. They have the angles. He's out in the open, and Taco gonna get 1 headshot. There's 3 seconds left, running into the corner. 2 seconds, and Cloud9 gonna win the round. Oh my God! He just had to hide. Taco, he just couldn't catch him.
What an incredible effort from Fallen and Taco, though. Taco especially there at the end. Just too much of a deficit to start from in that round. Beautifully played by Cloud9, and Rush definitely getting the bomb carrier on A ramp. That peek out, a couple shots out towards Palace just to keep Taco pinned in, and then he sneakily peeks over towards ramp. That's the initial shot you needed. SK almost brought that back. But the door is closing ever more. 14-2.
Very hard and long comeback in store here for SK Gaming. They have had nothing working for them up until this point. There's been no money. They've been able to control none of the map when they were on that CT side. No buffer at all here. This is not what I was expecting going into this game.
No, not at all. SK Gaming kind of reverting back to some old school ways of playing with Phelps. If you remember back to his time in Immortals on this map, he loved being aggressive in window room, and they're letting him do his thing to try and spark something in this game. He can make a play here. This is the X factor. Skadoodle, he spots it out. He can't win the battle. Only a USP. The scout was not what you wanted to use there. So he's given SK a chance into this round.
And you're absolutely right. That is a return to previous style coming in from Phelps. Great opening. They need much more of that. Rush on the bomb side. He's got a little bit of backup, and he's going to go down. That's a straight headshot from Fallen. Taking down Rush, and now Stewie hiding and trying to escape. He's going to get completely caught by Taco. That will be automatic and Tarek now. They should be an easy round for SK Gaming. 5 versus 2. Even if they don't have all the armor they need, they shouldn't be giving them many fights right now. Wait until they're on the bomb side. One headshot there should not make a big difference. And Cloud9, you can tell they're not quite feeling it either.
No, Tarek just wants to get this one more kill, and Taco's not presenting himself, so they're going to slowly try and back away. I mean, Phelps gives them the opening, but it's that shot from Fallen on the rush in the bomb site that really secures it. It's an awkward range for Stewie to be fighting with 3 different choke points, and you can see just the panic of trying to escape. They are hunting down these remaining weapons. Automatic obviously wants to keep his. A third round for SK, first of the second half, as they try and mount this almost insurmountable comeback.
They really can't make any more mistakes at this point. This is so quick.
This scout's been on point today, hasn't it? If you go back to the first series they played against Fnatic.
That's exactly the kind of thing that should make you, just stop and freeze for a moment, because it can be easy to forget when you watch the whole map almost like this, and it just seems like Cloud9 are cruising through. Don't forget who these SK players are.
Well, Sue and Rush in the pregame interview said they wanted to see Skadaddy. He's at 20-7 with 118 ADR.
This is something else. We've seen high peaks from him in the past, but usually there's been so far between that we haven't really been able to count on him. This tournament is something else for him, and if he's sort of peaking now, carrying them into the grand finals, that would be just about the right timing. 14-3 as the timeout is cancelled here, and we're going to head into the 18th round with a little bit more equipment on the SK side, but there's still some left on Cloud9.
I mean, they buy up into this round, the FAMAS that was saved, the MP9 that was saved. They want to fight for it. There's some scouts shot ringing out, nothing landing. Tarek allowing time to pass for the shots to ring through the smoke. He's going to cross over. Look at this lean, though, towards the A side of the map. Tarek's going to shift over to cover the B bomb site. But a heavy defense is being mounted here.
Doodle is, they've got to set up. If they peek into this connector, they're going to see Stewie first, and then if they focus on that a little bit too much, Skadoodle is going to come bouncing out with that CZ75. So let's see if that works out. Very simple plan, but it can be tremendously effective if you do it right.
I mean, SK is set up right now to punish some kind of aggression or peek in from connector or window, some kind of delayed peek, maybe with a flash over. They had a lot of people here, especially from underpass looking. They're trying to apply minimal pressure and force Cloud9 into a mistake. It's not working at the moment. There's a great spam kill from Fur crossing over. Phelps in position again to do what he does best, which is take over this window room. Gain map control, gain ground for SK.
48 seconds. Got to keep an eye on that clock right now if you're on SK. Stewie taking a headshot quick with the FAMAS, and Fur goes down subsequently. Phelps trapped in the corner. Rush is taking down Taco now, a 3 versus 4, and they're running into the stack. It's a huge problem right now for SK Gaming. We've got 20 seconds left. They can't possibly lose this round. It's Tarek getting a kill long range, taking down Phelps and Cold Zero, jumping around the corner. Finally, they open up the B bombs up, but the bomb is trapped. Can he even pick it up right now? 9 seconds, he has to go immediately. No, he doesn't. There's no time. They're going to lose the round. Map point here for Cloud9.
That is something out of a movie. Fallen tries to throw the bomb to his teammate. He knows he can't make it up catwalk. And he's just trying to pass it along so that he can make it. And Cold Zera, maybe a second's hesitation on that. I don't know if he would have had time either way, but SK just slow plays that so very much that they have no utility to make it anywhere onto the site. They run into the stack. When they get pushed away there's no smokes or flashbangs left to cover their change of attack over towards the B bomb site. So 15-3, that's desperation for SK. They've got the scout, they've got the MAC-10 and the pistols, and it's a classic B rush.
They've got plenty of flashbangs. That grenade gonna land right in between, does a lot of damage there on the other side waiting. Cloud9 ready, close out the map, automatic and Tarek combining for 3 kills, even a team kill in there. It's Cold Zero left in a 1 and he's got no chance. Skadoodle will take him down and Cloud9 crushing SK on map number 1. Unbelievable scenes here in Boston, 16-3.
It doesn't sound much like a library in here right now. The crowd loving it.
American Counter-Strike has had such a low rate of ascent, but now we've hit critical mass in this team. What an unbelievable story we're witnessing here. Absolute history.
And that is so dominating. It almost leaves me speechless to see that. There was no answers whatsoever. Cloud9 just dominant performance. They had all the answers. The game plan was perfect.
That was map number 1. Number 2 is going to be coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. waiting patiently with the kit already picked up. It's going to be a peek out of the open. He sees it automatically, gets the triple kill. And Automatic putting a lot of pressure on here in the middle. He's going to get one kill, a headshot. The delayed grenade there, but it's too late. Stewie picking it up. They have the angles. He's out in the open. Taco going to get one headshot. There's 3 seconds left. Running into the corner. 2 seconds. And Cloud9 going to win the round.
Welcome back. You saw it yourself. A dominant performance from Cloud9, and they've got 1 foot in the major final here in Boston. We're going to try and break it down on the desk. That is so unbelievably one-sided from the American team there. We were worried about them picking Mirage. We thought this is dangerous against players like SK Gaming, who, you know, this map's their bread and butter. But man, they were right to pick it, and then some, guys.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time SK was beaten this hard on a map at a major, and I think it perfectly, you know, justifies the pick from Cloud9 going into Mirage straight away, because you see with how much confidence they play on that T side. Very fast-paced rounds early on. I think that was, I mean, obviously planned, considering that maybe SK is fatigued a little bit from that earlier game they had to play, but Cloud9 was very, very much on point from the very start, and especially Skadoodle.
And that's what we said, Sean. We said pre-match, they've got to play like they've played in every other round. They can't respect their opponent. Sure, it's SK Gaming, but you're Cloud9. You've got to have that mentality. You've got to go out there and do your thing.
Yeah, and no player shied away from the spotlight. They all played great. And I honestly think this was the most dominating map an NA team has had against, you know, top 2 team in the world ever in the history of this.
Yeah, and I've got to give mad props to Automatic. You know, it's kind of a repeat of what happened in Brazil. Automatic was the MVP of that whole tournament. He was just so critical in this map. The way he was controlling mid, his timing on getting into connector, made so many multiple kills from there. Just a hugely impressive performance.
True, and you don't see it here in the statistics per se, but I think, you know, it's difficult to point out to anyone who didn't have impact when you have a 16-3 win. I think Skadoodle was probably the most impressive, winning a lot of duels versus Fallen. Maybe not necessarily duels, but killing him with the AWP a lot of the times, and Fallen couldn't get into the game at all. You could see that he was trying different things, you know, play far away, close up with the op, go from A towards catwalk, different things, but he just couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, and look, you saw it yourself. It's the first time SK Gaming have took less than 12 rounds in this major. Absolutely insane, and it was 3 rounds.
That's a big problem, Richard, not just because they lost, but because they couldn't really get into the game at all. You know, they are going to move eventually to their own map pick, to the second map, but you wonder whether Cloud9 can just ride this momentum all the way.
Yeah, and just one last point before we go into the Shadow GG and have a look at it. I saw Launders, obviously the CS analyst, he was out there. He said, nobody tells Skadoodle this is a major. Skadoodle's been hitting some amazing shots, playing so well. I know the whole crowd, it's like the whole NA scene wants Skadoodle to do well. Such a nice, affable guy. Form's been up and down, but he is delivering here on the biggest stage.
And not only was he hitting nearly all of his shots, his repositioning during attacks and during hold was so pivotal to how Cloud9 was holding the wrong sides. the crowd is loving it right now.
Yeah, so look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into this Shadow GG, take a look at some of the tactics that were deployed in that dominant win. Yanko's picked something out for us.
So SK were trying a lot of different things to come back into this game. They tried to push mid, they tried to push ramp, get double ops. Nothing could really work. This is a round where they tried the boost towards underpass. You can see Cold0 is pushing while Fur and Fallen are actually boosted up here. And they are going to be known, get a kill. And what's important is to note Phelps and his position. He is the anchor towards the A-bomb side, something that Bolts does for the team. Phelps used to do it when he was on the lineup, but that's not where he's most comfortable at. You know, he likes to be the one peeking, not the one holding. You can see once Tariq gives the call that there are a lot of players down in underpass, what's the reaction? Just the explosion towards the A-bomb side from the rest of the team. Automatic gets the kill, and here it was crucial for Phelps to stay alive. Just the threat of him being there really can prevent Cloud9 from pushing all the way into CT or getting full map control. But because he dies, they know he's the anchor player. They saw that Fallen, the other player who plays A, was towards underpass, and that allows them to just post up. Skadoodle gets the kill on Fallen, and the round is pretty much over here. Cloud9 has full control of the side, has secured jungle, connector, and CT pretty much. And that just tells you how on point they were not just with their aim, but also with their decision making. Okay, guys, they're focusing on mid. That means they're weak on A. Let's just go out as a unit, get the trade if necessary, and get the bomb down. They didn't even need to trade anything. They just got the entry kill on Phelps. So even when SK would get the entry kill with some of the setups that they were going for, they would leak somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, and this round is an exact example of how I was saying Skadoodle's reposition. You can see he comes up that ramp, he Molotovs jungle so that way the rotate can't coming from jungle. And as an AWP player, he's not posted spawn out of the play. He pushes connector actively to get that kill on Fallen in the back. And then he goes even further and holds the underpass push, which Tarek is saying 2 people are down there. He literally won that round by himself, in my opinion.
Yes, so look, let's talk a little bit then about Cobblestone. You thought, Sean, this was a risky pick from SK Gaming. I mean, the way I look at it is they've got to have something prepared here because there was probably a better map. You know, Overpass was dangled. I think SK Gaming, even with the stand-in, is super good on that map, and yet Cobblestone's come out, so why is that?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think, like you said, they must have like a few tactics that they remember from when Phelps was on the team. I know they had a couple really good B execs. They must feel comfortable about their CT setups and stuff like that, but their spots have changed a little bit since Bolts joined the team, so it's interesting that they wanted to play Cobble. I think Cloud9 is a great Cobble team. I think Tarek at the B plat position is probably the best player in NA at playing that position. Scott always holds down the A bomb site, so it's another very tough task right now for SK.
There are 2 issues here for SK with this pick. One, they haven't played it so far in the tournament with Phelps. 2, even when they played it with Phelps in the lineup, he had this weird thing on the T side where he would like go for this long lurk towards A, towards Danger, Ruins, when the rest of the team was executing B, and he wouldn't sometimes be of much help to them. That being said, what SK has going for them is the fact that they start on the T side, so Cloud9 has to play to their tune a little bit, because Cobblestone as a map doesn't allow for as much CT-sided aggression. You don't have as much room to make those plays, so they will have to, at some point, wait for SK to come to them. And if you're SK and you want to come back, it's probably one of the better things to start T-side Cobble. You have an advantage, and you can really get into the groove of things.
So, Janko, I'll stay with you. Can C9 close this out in 2?
They can, but I think we're going to see a 3rd map that SK bounces back.
And Sean, you're sticking with 2-0.
Yeah, I'm sticking with 2-0, but C9 does have to be careful at the A-bomb side, because something that SK does is they'll smoke far side, mid, and danger, and sometimes they'll all go behind those smokes, and sometimes it's, like Janko says, just Phelps, and sometimes it's not even Phelps at all. And Cloud9 needs to be able to read that, otherwise, yeah, they might lose the map.
All right, then, thanks very much, gentlemen. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to find out if Cloud9 are going to make it to the major final or whether Fallen is going to turn it into a library. We'll see you in a few moments.
trying for the no-scope. Skadoodle is there. Oh my god. Tarek still staying alive inside the bomb site. Getting the kill. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Stewie versus Kenny. The smell of gunfire and freedom in the air. It's Stewie picking up that kill. And Cloud9 are in the semi-finals. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here at the Boost Mobile casting desk. My name is Anders, and with me is Moses. We're going to bring you to the second map of the last semi-finals. It's Cloud9 and SK Gaming. Moses, how is this going to turn out?
I think it's, I don't know, if it's much the same, that would be incredible. It's hard to imagine SK being able to stop Cloud9 after that first map. Everything was on point, but we are going into Kabul. This could get a little different.
It definitely could. Very different map, very hard to play and hard to predict as well. It's Cloud9 and SK Gaming. Starting on the CT side, it's Cloud9 and SK Gaming on the T side, and now the game is live. Make some noise, Boston! Again, we have quite a bit of utility there on the Brazilian side. Last time they got no chance to use it. This time, surely they've got to put in those grenades somewhere.
Yeah, you'd think so, right? I mean, that was almost unthinkable to see Skadoodle take those 2 kills in that last pistol round. Regardless, they're going to have a chance here. Not wanting to get punished by early drop play as Cloud9. 3 players surrounding that area of the map. And SK, they're free to take a whole lot of ground over towards the A bomb site. Skadoodle there all alone. When does anyone rotate over to help out? They still haven't heard or seen anything. And Skadoodle, just depending on how this hit goes, he might just get caught out just without even really expecting it whatsoever.
He's going to have about 3 strikes to get a kill, and then that will be the end of it. They're going to be too close, so they have to be very quick headshots now. Let's see what happens when we put him to the test already. He spotted them out. He's going to try and put up that defensive smoke, but they're all around him. Stewie gets traded almost immediately, and Skadoodle now nearly run down. Cold Zero coming in with 2 big headshots. Tarko to follow though. Great double kill for him, and now Tarek's going to be alone. 1 versus 3. That was brutal coming out of the Brazilian side. Exactly how you want to take that A-bomb side. No hesitation at all. And Tarek goes down to Fallen. Well played, SK.
Yeah, they had the call right out of spawn. Cloud9 needed to bust up that stack towards drop zone way earlier on. And they didn't do it, and then you can see when they rotate over, they're all stuck behind the smoke. There's only one place they can go to try and bail their teammates out, and when they get out here, everyone's dead already, and they're just staying in one zone. And they're just ready to go down, primed for SK to take them out. That's a beautiful pistol round, done to perfection. SK at the very least, I mean, a round like that, if you consider they never got into the first map on Mirage, winning that pistol to help them get into this game is huge.
Yes. I mean, they hardly had a chance to get into the game on that Mirage map. Maybe that even helps them to sort of say, okay, listen, that was so bad that we just have to move on, you know.
Those are the easy maps to kind of wipe out of your memory and move on. If there are such things, any easy maps to wipe out of memory, any easy losses. But surely SK can just say something went horribly wrong. Map 2's up. This team, we've seen them bounce back so many times. A couple scouts on the board for Cloud9, which means SK has to be careful they don't get too tagged before they get close up to these bomb sites. You don't want to be at half HP turning corners into these CZs.
Skadoodle is just boosted up in that corner. Usually people just jump check this, and I mean the CC could probably take down 1 person, but more than that is slightly unlikely. Now he has got a bit of backup, so there is at least a reasonable setup here. Now they're all looking at Stewie, and he's trying to take their attention his way just by shooting the scout into the wall. It doesn't work out, and Skadoodle does go down immediately. Remember, Janko did say he thought it's going to be SK taking this second map, and I have a hard time going against Janko on really anything.
I don't, but I have a hard time going against SK in pretty much these situations. This is a championship caliber team, multiple championships. That's a great response from Tarek. Tries to go for 1 more. Luck's not on his side. And actually, they want to fight for this. They're risking a lot of these purchases to try and turn this round in their favor, and nothing happens. SK shuts them down. This is the first time we've seen that small yet admirable pocket of SK fans in a sea of Cloud9 cheering.
Silencing the rest of the crowd. Yes, indeed. They are answering back, but right now it's all show. Third round going to be coming in here, and just like on Mirage, they just don't really have a lot to work with here on the CT side. This is, again, par for the course at this point in the game.
Stewie's got a Zeus. He's got a taser. Where's he gonna go with that one? Nades are out, he's close up to the broken wall. Great nade and MAC-10 combination. coldzera gets dinked and eventually taken out. Here comes Stewie, this is his chance and he misses. So close, just a little bit too far away, but it looked on point.
Might have had a chance, he hit the headshot with the USP to follow, but ultimately, it's just automatic, waiting to be found here, and it will be Fer to pick it up with a MAC-10. So a couple of good SMG kills in that mix. 3-0 in favor of the Brazilian side here.
And now they've got money built up. This was something they struggled with on Mirage, was maintaining that economy on both sides, really. They're going to get an AWP with full utility out bright and early. There's still a UMP on Phelps, still in that MAC-10 on Fer. A bonus round of sorts. If they can find these kills, they'll be able to upgrade for free. And that would be dangerous early on for a Cloud9 defense.
See how they spread out across the map here. Looks like a very common situation for Cloud9 as well for SK, so nothing crazy happening right now. Cloud9 are probably going to have the hardest time here in the first half figuring out where to put their troops. That is the big issue when you're playing on this map. I like this pressure that's being put on. That's actually something we don't see very often, so heads up play here from Cloud9.
I think SK is a little bit scared to Taco to grab that bomb. It's actually dropped on the other side of the smoke, so small nerve-wracking situation. No, excuse me, it's on the other side of the wall, so he's all right with it. But yeah, that's going to put him on notice, at least delay things down to just over a minute. Molotov's out to clear players out of position. Automatic wants to get aggressive. There's a follow-up flashbang. Follow, it's not blind. He's covering the angle, but he misses 2 shots. Phelps gets wiped out. He was blind, didn't even see it coming. Stewie turning around, can't find that. There is still a player up on the tree, but he's got to watch 2 choke points. Tarek under a lot of pressure. He's going to answer the bell, but he can't do it. Rush now at the rock to hold down next.
They've got to combine for this, but such great grenade usage. Rush couldn't see a thing. coldzera takes him down. 5 versus 3 into a 3-on-2. That's almost unbelievable here. SK Gaming finding their way back into the round, and Cloud9 have to walk away from it.
That's crushing in the 4th round. Cloud9 had the advantage. Automatic gave it over, and on the reverse side for SK, that's going to be so cause them to become so much more energetic. That's going to give you some more feeling of confidence that you never got on Mirage. Your ability to turn around that round. So many individual fights out of Cloud9 though.
If you're feeling very curious, then go back and watch this round and how they take long automatic and the rest, because they actually throw flashbangs the first time, then they hear the sound of the AK-47 and they flash their way forward one more time. It was 2 flashbangs that pushed them up to get those 2 kills, and it was incredibly well done. This communication is just so good, but it doesn't work. As soon as those guys go down on the other side of the map, they crunch this B-bomb side. It's
actually not, excuse me, a mistake. It wasn't an individual fight for Cloud9. Tarek just got blind up on tree, couldn't help Stewie out. Great utility from SK. That's going to help out a lot. They'll need more of that. That boost is very popular for C9 on the defense towards the B-bomb site.
What a show it is. 5th round coming in here. Got that AWP, that M4 saved. Can they find an opening? If they had stayed around longer in the middle, that would have probably been the end very soon. Tarek playing now with a Zeus. Got a common theme going on here for Cloud9 early on Cobblestone. I wouldn't be too worried. Going down 4-0 is not great, but you don't really need that many CT rounds here.
You can recover from this, certainly. The problem is you have so many rounds. I mean, SK, they're tough to break their economy when they get this much money built up. They have to do, Cloud9, they have to do some damage in this round. They cannot let 4 or 5 players survive on the SK side of things, or all of a sudden you're going to have multiple players up over 10,000, or right around 10,000, and that's just a scary prospect. You want to talk about gaining confidence as well. 1 pop flash is going to signal the hit up that mid-ramp. 2 players, 2 defenders over towards long A. Skadoodle gets a kill with the AWP. Rotating over, can't find the other. Fer dodges the bullet. He's going to get close. He's holding for the repeaks. Skadoodle missing. 1 crosses over, but it's Rush. He can only do 1. Tarek's still here with just a USP. He has that Zeus, but this is not the range. Somehow wins it anyways, and Automatic's out taking a fight.
It should not be happening. Tarek goes down, but Automatic finding a kill. And just like that, Fer is alone. 30 seconds here. No bomb being planted. He has to go and pick it up on the bomb side. Gets the headshot on 1. and almost transfer that spray. That was so quick out of Fer. He's on 34 health out in the open, and Stewie's right there for the beat, the spray for the wall. And there's that headshot through, taking him down. Stewie is gone. Fer with a triple kill.
The spray through the door does enough damage. What a beautiful tracking from Fer. Predicting the movement, predicting the shot. That's gorgeous.
Look at the reaction. Might have not have been a headshot, but still, that's a way to finish a round. Got a little bit too close there.
But those are the kind of plays from your star players that you need to have happen to get you back into games, to get you back into series when you're feeling lethargic, when you played a series earlier in the day. Starting to pick up the pace. This time it's Skadoodle caught sleeping.
That's so much speed. That is the kind of opening that we needed on Mirage for SK Gaming that just never arrived. But Fallen rushing into those kind of positions with the AWP. Absolutely vintage play. Now 5-0. The Brazilians doing very well here on map number 2.
Well, Automatic at the very least has picked up the AWP, so they still have a double op setup, and he feels no pressure towards A-holes. Tough part is they have to have Tarek over at A just to keep honest. There's pressure being applied at so many different locations, they can't read it, and another pick. A lot of open ground for these ops from Fallen to go to work. It's all on Automatic. He's gonna get a chance. There's the flick up, that's the bomb down as well. This is deja vu all over again. He's got to do more, but he can't get into position. Fallen's got him. Fallen's being aggressive and assertive, and it's paying off. Rush takes him down, but he's the only one left. 1 on 3. And there's too much to do. SK now running up the score.
Such an aggressive move from Fallen, running up on that ramp to try and get the kill on Automatic. I would have thought maybe they would have tried to solve that problem with grenades, but not Fallen. Look at this madness. Instantly taking him down.
He's had enough, hasn't he? He did not appreciate that first map. He's into it. That's got to be scary, this opening 6 rounds, some of the things we've seen from SK. The crowd trying to get Cloud9 into it. They've only got upgraded pistols.
Did he just shoot on the wall to remind him where the smoke goes? I do believe that's what we saw. Does land behind to block it off on one side. No rifles here for Cloud9. Fallen, he's got his glasses, he'll coffee. Well then, Terry taking down Taco, but slowly turning into the librarian, Moses. He's ready for it.
It's getting there. That's gonna help out though, a big opening kill. Is it enough for this round to go towards Cloud9? Bomb is still dropped far away. Weird sounds ringing from the crowd.
These are your people, Moses. On the bomb side itself is going to be Stewie, and backup is miles away. For him to get even 1 kill here would be very good indeed. They might swing around the corner close against the P250. That would certainly help out a bit. He's running and gunning, taking down Fer, picks up the AK and actually gets the second kill. And just like that, they're at a man advantage again. Oh, Automatic swapping out for the wrong gun. Maybe he could have got it. A Cold Zero shooting him in the back, but here's a bit of a twist. 22 seconds. Tarek hiding on the site. Skadoodle has to stay alive. Just wait and bait it out. Tarek, he's got just one chance here. Almost no health. Deagle on the run. I think they've already seen him, and now they're trapping him. Great play from SK Gaming. 8 seconds left, and Skadoodle's right on them, out in the open, and he goes down to Cold Zero. Triple here for Cold, and the way that SK managed to edge out Tarek was so smart.
Yes, it really was. Slow pace, and that's a trademark of SK. Even when the clock's running low, not feeling nervous, still being composed, making sure they clear everything. Even Automatic on that flank, he was just a half second. Phelps spot him at the last moment, and Cold Zero coming behind him, but Phelps doing a great job of flushing Tarek into the open, and Cold Zero with the ultimate support. No timeout taken by Cloud9. They never really needed one, obviously, on the first map. But they're down 0-7. Back into the double off setup, and so much damage is coming out. It turns into a kill. Skadoodle, a hero of the first map, not able to get involved in this game yet.
buying into that double AWP setup and then losing half of it because of a spray through the wall or the door down there, that's got to be absolutely gut-wrenching. 7 rounds in a row here for the Brazilian side. Very strong message being sent right now that they are not through with this quarterfinals or semifinals, sorry. They want to continue. See if they can bring it all the way back. AKs all around except for Fallen on that AWP. Again, they look to be going towards that B bomb side. This time there's a bit more presence. Tarek with his back turned, flashbang is in. He's going to get that first kill on Taco and looking for more. The spray is coming through and Tarek picking up 2 big kills. Following it up though is Fur and Fallen. And we still have a 2-on-2. This time they have slightly more time left, SK Gaming, to find their way onto a site. Fallen is very close. If he misses a shot right now, he's surely going to be going down. Can they guess that he's in this corner? Walking in, he misses the chance, and there's the spray from Rush, taking him down. Now it's on Fur. 1 versus 2, and this would be absolutely spine-crushing for Cloud9 if they can't win this one. Fur gonna get 1 shot in, looking for the triple, almost gets it, but Rush is gonna take him down. And that will be the first round for Cloud9 here on Cobblestone.
But how costly was it? They lose 4 players. They can be reset so quickly into this next round. They've got to be careful. This time, Tarek and Stewie, the crossfire works out perfectly. I think we saw a small amount of frustration from Stewie, though, when Tarek does eventually fall. He swings out so wide to try and get 1 more kill from the off. Opens up a chance for SK to get in. Fur not able to win this time. Rush comes up with the heroics. But look at what they have to bring into the next round. This almost isn't even bad for SK. If they can win this round, they'll get such a big, they'll be able to balloon this into a huge lead.
And they surely know it as well.
Well, that's why you see SK taking the time out. They're saying, let's come up, let's find which, however, what have we seen? Where can we manipulate? Where can we attack that has shown weakness to make sure that we break this economy early on, that we never let Cloud9 get back into it?
A little bit of thought being put into this 9th round. Taco and Fur playing very well at the moment. Cold Zero up there too. 7-1. This surely is a big round for Cloud9. If they want a chance here in the first half, then this is really what it comes down to. Already the grenades are in, trying to see if they can make it through. Tarek and Rush combining for a great triple kill with Stewie helping out, in fact, and all of it gets shut down.
Cloud9 SK wanted to go right back out of that very same attack, this time at a quicker pace. Defense holds strong, Fallen knows where he is, and that's awkward. He's fallen down, he didn't want to go that far forward. It's just Fur. 1 versus 5, and this is what Cloud9 needed. Only goal here is don't fight him individual, don't take some kind of a 50-50 range duel. Let him commit into a choke point where you have the numbers. Keep everyone alive.
And that's what they're doing right now. Covering the bomb, making sure that everybody can return a kill if anything happens here. It would be great for Fur. I mean, if he can pick up 2 kills in a round like this, then that would be something.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, it's anything you can find. But this has got to be, this will start to shrink the playbook for SK. They've gone towards the B bomb site, used that very similar execute both times, ran into the same stack. So either they change up the way they hit that bomb site, maybe they emphasize drop, or they go back towards A. But for Cloud9, you've now shown 2 rounds in a row that you can defend that B site. So now you kind of force SK into a new decision.
Do indeed, but to defend it, you sort of need 3 people there that are ready to take on the plateau as soon as they come through. That obviously leaves some pretty big gaps, and I think lately in the meta game with this map, one of the most successful things to do is actually go for a really hard rush on that A ramp. You can catch people so badly off guard if that happens.
We've seen it already in this game a couple times, not any kind of like fast rush, but think back towards the pistol round where there was only 1 defender there. There's been a couple times that Cloud9's been caught scrambling, trying to rotate back towards the A site. So it might be a situation where this could be where a fake comes out. Perhaps that's been set up properly by SK.
Double AWP is back. Scoreline is 7-2 here. This is map number 2 of the semifinals. If you are just joining us, then now is about the right time, because it seems like SK have come alive and we could have a real match in our hands here. If it goes all 3 maps, then that fatigue comes back into it. How long can you play at this level? See how that all folds out here. It's very defensive setup for SK Gaming this round. They're all the way out in that yard on the T side, making sure that no one tries to sneak through. So don't want to get caught by any kind of crazy plays out of the Americans.
And the economy from SK that was once so good is now in tatters after 2 round wins by Cloud9. They've run out of money. They need to win this if they want to continue the pressure of gun rounds. Phelps spamming into the smoke, trying to get lucky. No indication yet of where they're going to hit on the map. They're just probing. Fallen's had a great game so far. They're trying to give him time, give him a chance to peek into this A bomb site. If you can find them a pick, force rotations, that makes things so much more difficult. Cloud9's giving him nothing at the moment. He's cleared almost everything. Bomb is still very far back between the 2 sites. And here we go. If this play works, Phelps could be a dagger in the defense.
Yeah, but look at where Skadoodle is. He actually has a pretty good position to deal with this if he's going to be there in time. Not quite realizing yet. Oh, he spotted that with a 1 jump. That is such a big piece of information. 20 seconds now. They're almost out of time, SK Gaming. They've waited so long. And Automatic sees it. Phelps goes down. He's going to go for the spray and drops coldzera immediately. Tarek is there. The bomb's down. The headshots are in. And Ferris gone down. Is Taco the last one left? And he gets dropped by Stewie. It's not always the kills, Moses. Sometimes 1 jump is enough.
The information gained, you're exactly right. Skadoodle was on the verge of a very dangerous rotation towards the B bomb site or trying to get into his own A bomb site. Phelps surely would have picked him off there, but that jump over, he spots everything, and then he can just be patient. Then he has the knowledge. Even the shadows on the tree they betray Phelps, and here's Tarek. He came over as soon as Skadoodle called it. Just enough time to get into position, and this time it works great.
Well, here it is, a classic wall of smokes to cut off the B bomb site, but it's all just a ruse right now. Ferris waiting on the other side and might want to make a bit of noise here as Fallen and coldzera go down. Immediately Automatic picking it up, so after losing 7 rounds in a row now, Cloud9 have finally come into map number 2 here. They've won 3 and are looking to win a 4th. There's no money left here for SK Gaming, so they are being shut down rather hard.
There's the idea for a fake, and if SK just wanted to test it to see what would happen, they're not going to be too pleased because Cloud9 didn't bite on it whatsoever. 3 smokes towards the B bomb site. 1 player blocked off by Molotovs. Couldn't make much of a distraction. That's not going to give them a whole lot of faith that fakes in the future will work, and Phelps has given up his position as well. Skadoodle and Automatic are low. So is Rush now, but he's got the kill. Here's the peek from Taco. An awkward duel, and Skadoodle handles it. A great shot, very thin crack. He's had a slow start to this game, but he's had a couple big rounds there.
Maybe no need to get that aggressive, but he's out there flexing his muscles a bit, saying, you know what, even at 26 health, I've got it.
I've got a cannon. Yeah, I think Phelps made him nervous. Phelps was taking some shots at him from behind in an awkward position. Cloud9 starting to make this comeback happen. They're clawing themselves closer. It's been 4 straight for them. AKs across the board on SK. No ADP for Fallen. And they go back towards B. Taco wants to get aggressive. He wants to do it fast. Tarek getting spammed down. He wanted to be aggressive himself, and Taco's going to be past this. This is going to catch Tarek off guard. But Taco doesn't bounce. Tarek can't even get away. That's a great find for Taco.
Very hard to see who came out of that one. I mean, it could have just as well been the other way. Sprays in though, and it will be Stewie picking up 2 big kills, followed up by Rush, taking down Fallen. Such a great defense at that plateau. It's very rare you get to see that. It almost always works out in the favor of the terrorist side.
Especially when you get that first kill onto the player jumping up. Phelps on his own towards A, trying to lurk this out. Skadoodle's waiting for it. coldzera gets 1. It's not over yet. Just the best player in the world to deal with. And he's hoping Stewie peeks him 1 more time. But there's Automatic waiting behind, and it's a kill for him. coldzera never suspects it. (7 of 5). Losing that many rounds in a row and then coming back into it definitely
Very impressive here.
Cloud9 is playing so well at the point of attack, whether they're the ones attacking it, whether it's SK. Tarek falls, Stewie takes up his position. He gets fortunate with the double kill. And then Rush comes over to back him up at that same spot. Fallen tries to take advantage of Stewie out of bullets, and Rush is there to stop him in his tracks.
That's a lot of UMPs here on the Brazilian side, trying to make the straight jump down. They're very quick indeed. Going down into dropper, Rush will pick up one kill. Tarek following it up, taking down Taco, and they're getting shut down all across the board. Finally, Phelps is going to be able to take one in return and does follow up. He's almost out of bullets. Tries to swap it out, but still not going to be working, and Stewie is still hiding back here. Fallen has an inkling, and he's going to try and run him down, but the smoke saves his life. 6 rounds in a row now. The library has erupted, Moses. There's chaos everywhere.
Stewie disappears into his great ally, this smoke, and that round was so close to tilting in SK's favor. Just maybe one kill. Even after this, even when Phelps gets these 2 kills with the UMP, it's that one kill from Automatic who has the only rifle, the only AK, the other 2 remaining weapons are the ops. And if they have to retake in a 2-on-2, that can be so dangerous and so awkward. SK almost making that buy work. Back onto the AKs though. The crowd's back as well. And look at this.
Taco is right on the other side. This could be very scary. Another one of those situations where it almost is the flip of a coin. There's no one there that can throw any grenades from Tarek. That's a slight issue. Rush can throw a flashbang over the wall from the other side, but they'd have to have excellent communication. And right now, it's a silent standoff. Nobody knows what's happening here. Who's going to give up first? Noise being made on the other side of the map as Stewie picks up a kill on Cold Sierra. Skadoodle walking right into that one. Tarek winning the fight on the other side is going to give them the man advantage. Can they make a breakthrough, SK Gaming? They have shown their hand. They need to make a move, an automatic up on that wall, taking down one and almost getting the follow-up spray coming through from Rush and taking down the double at the end to equalize the scoreline. They make it 7-7. How have they done this?
The opening kills haven't been going SK's way recently. That's what's kind of calmed down, and SK is so used in their 7-round win streak of finding those openings, exploiting it. That's a great shot from Stewie. I don't even think Cold Zero realized that he was going to be visible. Automatic buys time. That was also the bomb down at the bottom of the ramp, so a dire situation even if Rush doesn't get those kills.
Round number 15 coming up, the last of the first half here of map number 2. And SK Gaming, they must be feeling slightly nervous by now. They had everything they needed. Tarek is ready to try and win this fight once again, but oh, what a shot from Taco. Taking him down with the deagle, that's what we like to see.
That's a beautiful shot, a brilliant shot from Taco. Now the AWP takes its place. That part of the map is still denied by Cloud9. I think Taco wants that gun, and look at Stewie. Of course he is, why not? How far through are you gonna go? I think he got stuck on maybe one of those pillars, decided not to go all the way through. Perhaps a wise choice. Rush is the next man up to defend against this. Automatics here as well. They can set a very deadly crossfire, but one side's already gone. And it's gotta be Stewie, but he's way too aggressive, overcommitted. And it's all going SK now. It's all falling apart. Although the plant is gonna be stopped. Automatics bought an opportunity. They hear the footsteps of Fur dropping down. They know he's there. But they also have to still put emphasis on the bomb site.
Skadoodle slightly confused by the crowd, and he's going to be going down. It's one of the conditions playing on land, and now the score will end up 8-7 in favor of SK Gaming. They finally pick up a round after losing 7 in a row. What an odd first half, Moses.
A really weird first half. It's not too frequently you'll see SK stop cold like that for 7 rounds straight after they've had such a big lead. I mean, that's one, resilience we haven't seen out of a North American team in a long time, but also maybe that fatigue starting to set in for the SK side, because it looked like they did just enough to get themselves fired up and back into this series. Not a bad half, though, from either side. 8 for SK on the offensive side of things. Next pistol round, all important. Freeze time is winding down. We're going to get live into this second half pistol round. Boston, are you still with us?
Yes, they are. It's going to be one HE grenade there on Phelps, and everybody else has armor, so they're ready for a long-range fight against the Glock. You can perfectly well understand why. It looks like Cloud9 are just going to probably try and make this a contact play, where once they get close, they're going to try and rush it down. Actually, they're trying to sandwich that one player in, running away from all the action. There was Phelps for a minute, or Fur, I think, trying to get out, and they did not catch him. Trying to catch him up the danger stairs. That could have worked.
Cloud9, ooh, that's a nice little last bullet through the door. Cloud9 loves that on their pistol rounds. They're very fast, very aggressive. You'll see it on their gun rounds as well. They like to at least try and take a fight or try and force back pressure really, really early on with just overwhelming aggression. And at least in this time, it's worked. Well over a minute, and they have control of the A hulls. A lot of controls towards the A bomb site.
There's a very deep grenade. Bomb is on this side as well, landing right in the doorway as they jump their way down. They're going to try and pinch the A bomb site from middle. Not the most usual strategy. Got so much damage through the door. Stewie picking up the kill regardless, taking down Phelps. And can they get this sandwich working? Fallen is just hitting headshots left and right. A double kill for him right now, and they're running out of steam in this round. Cloud9, they need to speed it up. coldzera getting the kill. Automatic falls, and now Skadoodle all on his own, gets a couple of headshots, but it will be SK Gaming picking up the pistol round. That's everything they needed.
Yeah, they absolutely did. Even Skadoodle would have loved to get that bomb plant. He did just enough to get those kills to get into the site, but it doesn't work out. Cloud9 not finding success. It's those openings again. We saw SK struggle with it in the second half of their terrorist side. Was just if you can't get those openings, there's so many positions that crossfires can be set up in.
And when you're going for that kind of play, if you're Cloud9, you really sort of want the momentum to follow through all the way until the bomb is down, right?
Yeah.
And they were clearly stopped before that, so
I mean,
it didn't really work out.
You want that kill coming out of drop window. You obviously don't want to take so much damage being spammed through the doors. A lot of things went wrong, and SK did a lot of things right. We've seen these deagles be deadly for Cloud9. Automatic comes to mind. There's a shot with the scout from Stewie. Fallen's down to 30 HP.
Must be slightly upsetting. Don't want to start the round like that. This is one of those maps where eventually you're just not going to find very many more fights. They can fall all the way back and stay hidden on both A and B, and you're just going to have to show yourself. So SK Gaming, slowly, as you can see, drawing a little bit back as Phelps now by the truck, and really no one playing very forward Counter-Strike at the moment. Stewie's tagged in return. And we're down to 50 seconds.
Fur's going to be the deadly one. He could be the one to stop this before it all gets started. The timing of this play is going to be huge. He's taking a lot of risks. There's the Molotov. He forces some players out. Flashbang, but automatic opens things up. We knew he could do it. And the spray down from Fur, it's huge, but the trades come out. An avenue into the bomb site is open, at least for the moment.
What a shot coming out from coldzera. No hesitation there. Taking down Tarek automatic. A look at all the bullets coming through there. Gonna get the bomb plant at least, which is a big win here for Cloud9. But Skadoodle, so many targets and not able to get the headshot in. Another round here for the Brazilian side. And you can tell they're starting to get fired up. I even see a smile there on coldzera. That should get you worried.
Oh, yeah, definitely gets you worried. Even Fur coming in with those 2 big kills, making some smart plays. Definitely a different SK than we saw on Mirage, and they're into this well and good. 10-7. But Cloud9 getting the plant there is a win. 2 kills as well. They're going to appreciate that, and they even actually buy up some more deagles. They want to do more economic damage. They want to chip away at SK's money.
It's not such a bad idea. It's absolutely one of the things that you're going to struggle with playing the CT side of Cobblestone is just having the fundamental cash to actually pick up the rifles. Cloud9 struggled with that for the first 7 rounds before they finally made a breakthrough. See how this all turns out now. Again, Fur playing aggressive, but it is what he's known for.
Rush is ready for that peek after the deagle spam. Smoke goes down to the choke point. At the moment is being surrounded, and he knows that he's kind of inching back, and now he's going to get away just as Stewie turns those corners. Nade is out, but Stewie's going to peek into this. He's not ready for it. He did the same play last round with a Molotov, and this time he's punished. Fallen continues his reign of terror with that scout. Another immediate headshot. Phelps responds as well. Looked like he was gonna glance away at the wrong moment. Again Fallen with the scout, and a third! Putting on a clinic.
Very nice range indeed. We absolutely love it, and the SK fans are back as well. 11-7 right now, a 4-round lead as finally Cloud9 able to pick up some rifles here on the second half, and this is where they should have a very good shot. They got so many rounds in the first half. This is beautiful work, isn't it?
Get wrecked.
How is he so good? He's been playing this game for a long time.
I know, it doesn't make any sense, does it? Either way, Op on board for Skadoodle and Cloud9. AKs surrounding it. Fallen still got that scout, because why not? If he hits him in the head, it's the same as an Op. Here's some pressure onto Fur. He's ready for it this time. The immediate dink and a bolt through the... Oh, that's fancy. Right off the wall, the wrong angle. It wouldn't have helped him too much, but it looked good. I give him 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you have to appreciate that. On the other hand, the peak that he went for, that was so quick. Just a little sort of burst fire, and it couldn't have been better. Right back out of the action. This is where you want to try and play it safe. Tarek dropping very low, all the way on the other side of the map, and they should be able to ride this one out. Fur is still going aggressive. This is, you know, this isn't in the normal Counter-Strike book, Moses.
No, but this is what makes him such a dangerous player to go up against. These are the intangibles that he does for this team. The fact that he's repeatedly aggressive in this area of the map gives them so much information of when hits are coming towards the A bomb site, if they're even coming here. Allows them to rotate a player back towards B at the right moment. This is so much information he's gathering by seeing absolutely nothing.
And I even think you heard one of the players actually running, so you're doubly right. They definitely have the right idea. Now rotation starting to get in. Cold Zero picking up one good kill there. This is the big buy round, but they're getting shut down. Cloud9 is way too slow, and SK Gaming are just getting everybody on the bomb side right now. Automatic gonna get one kill, but is it quite enough? Taco will shut it down. Another round for SK Gaming as they're pushing their way up to map number 3. And the Brazilian fans absolutely love this.
When SK brings that double op setup out, they had a scout and an op in that previous round. They'll keep it again because they know it's going to be a save or a half buy out of Cloud9. But when Cold Zero has the op in that position, he's one of the deadliest players in the chicken coop. Look at this, what a turnaround from map 1. It was basically the exact opposite. It was Skadoodle with the incredible performance on Mirage, Fallen with the tough time. Here on Cobble, Fallen has taken over. And look, Fur is loving it. He's feeling it.
Another scout in play. That looked like it was going to be a headshot. And he makes it way back. I mean, just imagine that every other team almost in the world that you play don't have this player. So you can play this T-side, you know, against 100 different teams and you're going to be playing more or less the same style. But when it's against Fur, everything changes. What a madman. Getting another couple of kills here, making it a triple for himself as they shut down Cloud9 here in round number 20. Just automatic left, and he's been spotted out, doing great damage in fact, and Phelps is still going to survive. 13-7 Moses. They've got their eye on the ball right now.
Fair play. Got to give it up. No the courage.
No booing in the library, Moses. Not allowed. Fallen's going to come get you.
Listen, you can boo in a library.
Even when Fallen is there?
Even when Fallen's there. Great shots from Fur.
Let's see what's going to happen if they continue right now. 6-round difference, double AWP. It's Cold Zero and Fallen right now wielding them. Skadoodle looking at you. He's only got 6 kills. Is it time to pick up that weapon and maybe shut it down? He is going to pick it up.
It's been hard for him to find openings with that AWP. I mean, if you go towards the B bomb site, SK has so much utility that choke point's blocked off for quite some time. Over towards A, you have to deal with the aggression of Fur. And while you're worried about some kind of aggression and close-up fight with an M4, Fallen's gotten off at range. Flashbang down in the mid prevents the peek from Fallen, spamming through as well. He might just do it delayed. It's crazy like that. Waiting for some counter spam to come through, and it's not happening. Listening for information. He knows he's got Fur's back up, so he can't get wrapped upon.
There are so many people coming for Fur in this round. They're very bored with his style over here, and maybe That's the way to shut it down. Just throw more men at the problem. He's hiding all the way up there, and he's not going to have very much backup at all. This could get tricky.
He hears it coming. He's going to be all alone. Splashes in. Fer holding the line. There goes Rush. He almost gets a second. The dink onto Tarek, but a good trade. That's step one. Now you have to deal with everyone else. Automatic's been taken out at the B bomb site. Fallen goes down. Phelps gets sprayed as well. Stewie transfers over to the ult. He wants to protect against someone jumping out just like this. But Cold has made his way into the bomb site. He's completely blind. He's going to go for the shot, and he's going to get it. Still on the site. Doesn't hear one wrapping, but Tarek's blind as well. Oh, it's an awkward fight. And there's Cold's era again.
So well done now. Stewie all alone. Low on time. He knows where Cold is. Not sure where Taco is. He gets the kill. And almost swings out of the perfect time. Molotov there going to force him back with 26 seconds. Oh, he flicks but can't get it. Taco will take him down and follows it up. That was very, very close, but they can't stop Fer.
No.
He's so good at playing this position.
And I mean, when you throw that many bodies at him as well, all the information goes over towards SK. In reality, it's this rotation from Cold that does so much work. Gets into the bomb site, finds 2 kills, slows it down. A great flashbang from Taco in the heat of the moment to make sure Tarek can't trade that immediately. Yes. Now it's SK who's winning everything.
And this doesn't look like a fake. We saw that earlier this time. The wall is down and they're going to come barreling right up onto that plateau. Taco can't really see anything right now. Nobody can, in fact. A lot of Molotov damage on there. The follow-up kill from Taco is very good. Trying to slow them down. Still a 4-on-4, but a big health advantage favoring the Brazilian side. If they win this round, they almost certainly win the map. And Fer is going to get a headshot, taking down Rush. He has been an absolute champion on this map. It's now 3 versus 4 with the bomb down, and Cloud9 trying to hold on to this map and prevent the third one from coming in. They're just waiting right now as Fer sneaks up behind, gets one more kill. What a monster coming through! The quad kill! They cannot stop him! 15 rounds here for SK Gaming. An absolute champion at playing this map.
This is the other side of Fer's aggression. We talked about the information, but this time a full hit towards the B bomb site, and Fer just goes for the quick flank. Gets one, restricts the ability of Cloud9 to get into appropriate post-plant spots, and then with the help of his teammates, with the help of his friends in a flashbang, he rattles off 3 more kills. And now it has gone quiet. Now it's the SK fans taking over. They will be heard.
Map point here. A couple of deep grenades coming out. But while they're setting up down in that hallway next to the B-bomb site, Cold Zero is here. He's ready to flank them quick. This could be a devastating loss in the 23rd round if he gets the timing right. Taco trying to avoid the smoke, gonna get a straight headshot, taking down Tarek. 4 more left. ELEAGUE gets 1 kill. Rush with the follow-up. And now they've got a chance to put the bomb down. Phelps not gonna risk it shooting through the smoke. Instead, he's gonna wait. And no flank ever came in. Grenade deep in the bomb site takes down Rush, equalizing it. 3-on-3. Molotov and a little bit of a grenade up on that plateau. It's going to be Fer taking the kill. They don't have much more left. Skadoodle and Automatic holding on. This is their last chance. A headshot will take down Fallen. And the bomb is still ticking. Boost in the middle of the retake. That's such a big risk, and they're going to cancel it. SK instead smoking off the bomb and now trying to see if they can close it out right here, right now. They want that third map, but Skadoodle going to get it now. Phelps inside the smoke, and Automatic saving the round. Cloud9 staying alive just a little bit longer.
But they need more than this, Anders, if they want to get into this game. This is 2 rounds in a row now. It's just been a basic rush towards the B bomb site. This time it works just barely. They avoid some of the Molotovs and the nades that come out. They end up getting these last 2 kills in the smoke, but your strategy to win this map, to make 7-round comeback, your strategy to make this comeback happen cannot be avoid Fer at all costs. You can't just spend the next 7 rounds going away from him.
Or can you? That's the question that we're going to need to have answered here.
I mean, we're going to see if it works for 3 rounds.
That would be a start. They still have money on the SK side, so that's really important to keep an eye on right here. 8:15, grenades raining in. Cold Zero feeling very lonesome for backup right now. They're shooting right through that chicken coop. No protection at all, but Taco coming in with a big triple spray down, shutting down Automatic as well. Stewie with the return. Now again, a 2-on-2. This is just relentless. SK just need a tiny bit of luck and they're going to be able to make it through and live for another map. Skadoodle's got the line deep into the bomb side, looking at that doorway, and they're putting a pause on it now, Cloud9. They want SK to make the move. No bomb has been planted. It's now for unfolding a complete standoff here. No one moving. Finally, Fur starting to get forward as they creep up, boosting in the middle as the push. This is so well timed, and that's perfect. Fur gonna get the kill, and Stewie the last one left. 1 versus 2, 38 seconds, trying to see if he can swing around the right-hand side. He takes down Fallen, and now it's a 1-on-1. Stewie versus Fur. It all comes down to this here on Cobblestone. And Fur is waiting. He knows that Stewie has to go for the bomb plant. He can't rotate out of the bomb side any longer. It would take way too much time. Stewie with the triple, looking for the quad. There's going to be a single click there, not really working out. Now he's out in the open. Fur playing with him, taking him down. It can't be any better than that. Closing out the map is Fur. 16-8 in favor of SK Gaming, and we're going to go to map number 3 of the semifinals.
This team is so hard to put away. SK, huge resiliency, bouncing back after that map 1. And Fur is incredible on this one. Fallen started things out, but once you switch over to the CT side, if you can't handle Fur, if you cannot curb that aggression early on, he's gonna run all over you. It's exactly what he does to Cloud9 here.
They really tried everything. They tried sort of baiting him out over at long. They tried putting 4 men to attack him. Eventually they gave up and said, all right, let's go B and try and avoid him. And he was everywhere.
Yes, he was. We'll see how it all plays out. There's one more map left. One of these teams will be in the grand final. We're gonna find out after the break. Stay tuned.
in the open, and Stewie's right there for the Peter spray for the wall. And there's that headshot through, taking him down. Stewie is gone. They have shown their hand. They need to make a move, an automatic up on that wall, taking down one and almost getting the follow-up spray. Coming through from Rush and taking down the double. Cloud9 is way too slow, and SK Gaming are just getting everybody on the bomb side right now. Automatic gonna get one kill, but is it quite enough? Taco will shut it down. First sneaks up behind, gets one more kill. What a monster coming through! The quad kill! They cannot stop him!
We've got a tied series in this second semi-final here in Boston. SK Gaming bounce back on Cobblestone. We're going to go to a third map to decide the next finalist. Yanko, Sean, I think we can now safely say we know why SK Gaming picked Cobblestone.
Absolutely. Even though we didn't see them play it in this tournament, they've been very dominant. I think it's, you know, a very strange game in the first half. SK winning 7 rounds in a row. After that, Cloud9 winning 7 rounds in a row. You don't see that very often, but I think the biggest problem for Cloud9 here is we've seen them play very, very well when they start from ahead, but they have troubles coming back, right? They have troubles grinding out games, and that's something that SK are masters at.
Yeah, Sean, as well, I've got to ask your opinion. You know, they got off to a slow start. It's really weird. They had all that hype and momentum going into the second map, and to see them go 7 rounds down immediately, no one really hitting their shots, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I actually don't think it was too slow of a start in the aspect of they started every round really well. It's just SK would grind their way back into these rounds, win the late round clutches, and yeah, like you said, they got off on a really bad foot. They were down 0-7. But I don't think it really would have mattered because they didn't really have anything on their T side to fall back on. So even if they had 10 rounds, I don't think they win 6 rounds on their T side.
Yeah, I mean, it was always going to be an uphill battle from the way they got started. You've got to give special credit to the man on the screen now. Fur, he was absolutely ridiculous on Cobblestone.
And that was why they couldn't get anything started in that second half. He really stepped up towards that A bomb site, and Cloud9 was adamant about at least getting map control towards A long or mid before doing anything. And he was always playing in a forward position, whether it's close to mid doors, whether it's far up towards A long, and getting kills, getting map information, and really doing a lot of work for SK Gaming.
Yeah, and Taco as well, obviously continuing his great run, Sean. It's really weird. Like, Taco's a player that down the years has sort of almost fitted in with that kind of Brazilian NBK role, right? Whatever the team needs, he seems to be able to step up and do it. Had that period of time where, you know, a lot of people were saying, hey, he's the weak link here, maybe he doesn't belong on the team. Then it was, hey, he's doing all the support stuff. Now he's like reinvented himself as almost like an entry man. Like, it's incredible watching just how good and how versatile he is.
Yeah, like you said, he's a very versatile player. He's a good pistol player. He can AWP when Cold Zero doesn't want to do it. He's entry fragging. He's lurking a lot on Mirage, for example. Yeah, he literally does whatever they need him to.
And he had a super important round, first gun round in the first half. Actually, SK was 3v5, and he pushes out. They lost 2 guys at A long. He pushes out B platform, gets 2 entry kills, completely opens up the B bomb sites, and that's what got SK the momentum early. That's, I think, what got them their confidence back and allowed them to ultimately take this map.
Yeah, and you can see there, I mean, Taco, you know, posting good numbers. Yeah, he's loving it, feeling good right now. Got the hat back on temporarily. And let's take a look at Fur as well. I mean, Fur is a guy that 3rd best player in the world, just incredible, monstrous performance by him. Look at that, 114 ADR, 27 kills, just got work done. And you could hear Moses and Anders, you know, they're screaming, they can't stop him. They can't stop him.
Cold Zero is the best player in the world, but I actually think Fur is the most valuable player for SK Gaming because of his role, because he is the one in charge for getting information on the CT side, being the first point of contact, and then again, being the opener on the T side. That's really, really difficult to do, and he has been doing it with such consistency throughout 2017. It's been really, really impressive, and I agree. When he is on the top of his game, it's incredibly difficult to stop him, and even if you stop him, at that point, he's already done enough in terms of getting a kill or simply giving enough information for the guys like Cold Zero to close out the round.
Yeah, exactly. Even when Cloud9 did take Fur out, they had to use so much time and resources that SK was just over-rotating to exactly where Sinam was hitting, so he single-handedly dominated Cloud9 in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, it was an unbelievable performance. And again, you just saw this sort of tactical, masterclass from them again on a map that is difficult, but is one that Cloud9 plays.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that's important with Fer, right? You can tell that he was mostly playing close up, either towards mid with an SMG, either somewhere very far up towards A long. We saw those moves, getting a kill, then running back, pop flashing behind him. And you can see this is late into the game. 14-7 for SK Gaming. Cloud9 hasn't once tried to go for a fast B execute, B rush, anything like that. You can see, as soon as Fer gets the call of smokes flying over, he immediately pushes through that smoke. He does not care. He knows that this is a B rush. Cloud9 switching up things, trying to get around on the board, and he is so fast on that flank, waiting a little bit until frags start getting exchanged, until he gets good timing, and from that flank he gets a kill, and then after that proceeds to completely demolish Cloud9. It just tells you how good his game sense is and how much it means when a guy is so aggressive that he just gets the sense for how his opponents are playing, what is it that they're going to do next, really is good with the flow of the game, and proceeds to get 2 kills to end out the round, a 4K from him, and just a masterclass from Fer in that second half.
And something to note too about this round that I actually didn't notice watching the stream is they're actually boosting Cold up in drop. Cold's behind Fer, baiting him completely. So if Fer dies, Cold is getting a double kill that round, but he's flashing Fer out, which is how Fer gets those last 2 kills. They're both blind.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to wonder why maybe Cold Zero stats were a little bit off in that game, that's why. He was like flashing for Fer, which is like, I don't know if it's something that they do on this map specifically, but Fer was just primed, and like you say, everything seemed to revolve around him in some way.
The worst thing is, usually for SK, that was where the weak point was, towards that A bomb site when it was Fer and Fallen, right? They play as individuals instead as a duo, and sometimes Fer just gets double team and dies, or they single out Fallen, but this time around Fer was just on point, and yeah, had a great second half and managed to get it to map 3.
Yeah, and this is what SK Gaming are all about. It doesn't matter whether they're out in front, far behind, you will always have a hard time putting them to bed in a best-of-3 series. So there is one more map to come, of course, and here's the thing. If I was Cloud9, I wouldn't be too despondent about this, because if you told me you've got to beat SK Gaming in a best-of-1, and it's going to be on Inferno, one of their permabans, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. I'd be thinking, this is it, like, it's my lucky day.
I think it's a two-edged sword in that sense. I agree that Inferno is one of the weaker maps for SK Gaming besides in the pool that they have, but the teams that exploit them on that map are mostly FaZe, who is one of the best teams in the world in Inferno. So for Cloud9, it's not really their comfort zone to play Inferno. I feel like, at least they played it once in this tournament against Sprout, and Sprout, where are they as a team? So nothing impressive from Cloud9 so far in the tournament.
Sure. Yeah, and Cloud9 has gone through weird phases where they picked Inferno. They thought it was their best map, but they just kept losing it. Very similar to how SK loses.
Even when you were on the team.
Yeah, I had some kind of delusions going about the map Inferno back then. But yeah, Cloud9 has always thought that they've had a good Inferno, so I think that they're comfortable going into this last map. But yeah, like Yanko said, SK only really loses to Tier 1 opponents on Inferno.
And I think this is where their inexperience is really going to be put on the test, because remember, SK picked to start on the T side. So again, they're the ones dictating the pace of the game. Yes, on a map like Inferno, on the CT side, you can go for aggressive plays towards that banana area. One big question mark for me for SK is Fallen. He's been fairly quiet so far in this game, and he is the focal point of that defense with the AWP towards banana. We know that's where SK tends to struggle, so it's going to be interesting to see the approach from Cloud9 in this game.
I know your predictions, Yankee. You're sticking with SK. Sean, still going for Cloud9?
Yeah, I have to stick with Cloud9.
Absolutely. Well, let me tell you who Rain thinks is going to win it and who he wants to win it and who he's rooting for. Look at this. I want to play Cloud9 in front of their home crowd. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of noise. So Rain's watching.
Just wants to avoid
He knows
SK,
what
Rich.
he wants from FaZe. But anyway, let's get into this break, and when we come back, we're going to have the final map of this semi-final. It's going to be Inferno, Cloud9, SK Gaming, a position in the grand finals of the Boston Major up for grabs. We'll see you in a few moments.
Hope you're ready, everybody. It's going to be map number 3 coming up. I'm here at the Boost Mobile casting desk with Moses. Inferno, Moses, what can you say about this one? It's going to be crazy. I didn't expect this to go this far.
No, I mean, it's an iconic map to have this final one of a series, deciding who gets into the grand final. We've had so many great games on Inferno over the years, over the tournament. And I mean, Cloud9, they've shown that they can play this map. This is not going to be easy for either of these teams, knowing it intimately. It's gone quiet. I don't want it to be quiet in here. Not for a single round.
There we are, is the much famed calm before the storm, Moses, as we are getting ready for map number 3. If you are just joining us, then it was Cloud9 taking it on Mirage, then SK taking it in style as well on Cobblestone, and now we're on Inferno. This map is going to decide who's going to be heading up against FaZe in the grand finals here at the E-League Boston Major. It's been an incredible journey for both these teams, but only one of them can make it through. It all comes down to this. Cloud9 starting on the CT side, SK starting on the T side. Already purchasing a little bit. Looks like we may have a little bit of a restart before we get in. There's a couple of players there lacking some health. Oh, there we go. Just the UI glitching.
I remember as well, I believe if I remember correctly from the veto process, they are going to get a restart, by the way, that SK chose to start T side. Actually, no, they're not. Okay.
No, they're ready.
All right, they're good to go.
Slight confusion here. That's again the smoke and the Molotov here on the SK side. They've been really loving this.
Yeah, I mean they really have, and we've seen them put it to good use on Cobble. We'll see if they can do it here on Inferno. The interesting thing to note about this is obviously Cloud9 stacking up towards that A bomb site. The tough part is that one player over at B, Stewie, is so far back into the bomb site. There's no chance of rotating in to help him. The stop has got to really come here. They've got to do damage here at this A bomb site when SK tries to take top mid.
Smoke is going to be in towards Archway. Very common indeed. Flashbang is over, and the Glocks trying to see if they can make their way through somehow. Tarek picking up a quick double headshot, automatic, following in and taking down Cold Zero. A great start to the round here for Cloud9. They just have to hold on. And Stewie, I think, smartly falling back, saying, all right, a 5 versus 2 retake. We can manage that. They may be good, but they can't hold back against that much force. And they get the bomb down, SK. That's a bit of a win, but these Glocks should be nowhere near enough. Taco up on the coffins. Deep Molotov comes in. Phelps has gone down, and now they're all around. They're going to completely drown him in Cloud9 players. Taco zoned out and out of time, and everything else. They're going to go for the knife kills, in fact. Oh my God, it's a bit of a bloodbath. He's getting more headshots, and finally he's stabbed.
I was wondering if it was worth it to throw that many bodies at him, get the knife, but I think just to get the crowd into it, it might have done the job. $1,500 bonus money as well is going to be very nice. But SK, they're going to go aggressive. They've done this before. Surprise purchases at weird times. This one is an AK dropped over to Fallen. It's not that unusual. We see it from time to time, but it's a big investment early on. Remember, if you just save into this round, you could have 4 or 5 players with AKs into the next one, but they want to catch Cloud9 off guard.
It doesn't really look like that's going to happen. We've got 2 M4s, 2 UMPs, and a scout here. I mean, that's a pretty ready buy coming out of Cloud9.
All it takes is one kill to force a rotation, to create a gap somewhere that SK can exploit, and they've shown they know how to do it tactically time and time again. Not the most utility on the CT side. Very passive from SK. Flash over, they want to clear out Banana. Some bullets ringing out right at the corner. Another smoke in its place. They've neutralized the AK for a good amount of time, just passing 1 minute left in this round.
Frustration here for the Brazilian side, not being able to find an easy fight. See how patient they can be. Eventually they'll have to make up their minds. Obviously there's a good flashbang forcing back Stewie on the wall, and Automatic was trying to rotate out, but he's going to be back at Phelps picking up. It's a big kill taking down Stewie. She said just one of them to force the rotation. If you look at the minimap, Moses, 2 of them running out of the A bomb site, so you're dead on. That's going to leave just 1 person in A right now. This is a problem.
It might be too much to handle. They haven't rotated him back either. He's coming back now, but there's not going to be time. Rush has got to hold on. They're going to clear this out. They're wrapping on him from 2 different angles. He's in a lot of trouble. He just needs to get 1 or 2 kills by as much time. There it is! Rush going for a third, not able to, but reinforcements are here. It's Tarek next up, and he's going to close it out. He shuts down this hit somehow, miraculously. And coldzera's just got to run now. He can't die after the timer. What a hold from Rush.
With just a single UMP, that is definitely not easy. He has no idea if there's going to be more coming in. He's constantly checking for that other arm of the flank, and it doesn't come. He stays alive just long enough for Tarek to get in and get these 2 kills as well. Very well done.
That's so unreal that he's able to hold off in that situation. What a huge performance. I mean, it's going to go unnoticed in the frags and in the context of that round, but coldzera doesn't get any bonus money. He has CZ, but he's got no money. He's got $0. Phelps aggressive behind this wall with the P250 as well. He opened things up in the last round for SK Gaming, almost forced massive rotations. And there's the kill. Not going to happen twice.
So as we were saying, a risk for SK Gaming to buy that early AK-47. They had everything planned out. They got the kill on the other side. They forced the rotation. But now they've been ground to a halt here, and it's just going to be a bit of a shooting gallery. As Cloud9 can easily pick up some of these kills. So as a start to this map, which is not always easy to play on the CT side.
No, I mean,
it's very good.
If you get into the tough economic situation, you're just almost done with. Great double kill from Tarek. Don't lose the weapon. He gets a 4th in the round. That's going to get things started nicely. Cloud9 with a 3-0 lead, but now it's going to begin. Now the test begins. SK is going to have weapons, but Cold, like we said, because he survived that 1 round entirely, just played the clock out, he's going to be stuck on a CZ again. And that's, you've got to appreciate that if you're Cloud9, not having, you know, 1 less round where coldzera has an AK.
Set 75, definitely a good weapon, but want everything to try and turn this around quickly before the American side or the North American side can pick up too much money. A lot of damage there just from the grenades. Flashbang is in. That would have been a great time for Phelps to peek, but he's not quite sure. I think he's listening to try and see if he can hear what's happening on the other side of that wall.
He's trying to find a timing that he can exploit when he gets that information to swing around, maybe with the pop flash sometime in the future. At the moment, maybe just setting it up. I think maybe also having 30 HP is kind of made him nervous. He passes the AK over to coldzera. There's a nade into that B bomb site as the defense has gone passive. Not a whole lot to use for SK. They've got 1 flashbang, but they've got 4 smokes. They can set up a really, really strong wall, blocking vision, blocking information from Cloud9 over towards A.
Yeah, the one problem is they won't have any grenades for the after plant. Yeah. That's always worth watching out for. If they have to use the last of them to even get on the bomb site, then the retake is going to be that much easier, especially on the A bomb side for this particular one.
It's contagious, it's caught on. There's a Molotov into the choke point. That's going to force him away. Now only 2 smokes for SK and a flashbang. Skadoodle going to go for a peek. Wants information, it's not there. And I think he feels, because he hasn't seen anything towards A, that he should rotate over towards B, but that's the wrong call. Here comes the hit up lane. Surely they hear these footsteps. Skadoodle is committed to the B bomb site. Tarek can rush again. It's got to be a stronghold. The first kill. When does Rush peek? Just now, he's taken out, he's traded. Tarek on top, looking over the smoke. It's 1 more. It's going to be a 3-on-2, but Phelps has slipped in. He's found a crack, and he's holding them at bay at the moment. Cloud9 must deal with him, and they do find him in the end.
Everything rides on Taco. There's the 1 smoke that he managed to pick up, and now he has to hold this on his own. He knows where both of them are. They definitely know that much. Down in the pit could be very dangerous. Just his head is going to be showing. They have a kit on either player. Cloud9, if they can win this round, that's going to be very tough on SK. Now they're rushing in, turning around for the flashbang. Great timing there for Taco. And waiting, there's almost no time left. He's just hiding, he's just waiting. With 2 seconds left, he's going to be standing up, getting the headshot at 1. And that might have been absolutely perfect. Taco getting the quad kill and saving the round. Brilliant play.
And he's earned it. Shoot the body. Some classic BM there. And Taco silences everything. Cloud9 never clearing that out. So difficult. That smoke buying him time to get into a great post-plant situation. You have to say, though, I mean, Phelps making a play, 30 HP from the start of the round, being able to slip in towards CT spawn. Since that slows everything down, again, just buying Taco more and more time.
Double AWP seems to be the answer here for Cloud9. A lot of fire laid at the feet of Stewie. He's not going to be all that scared, even if they are more or less on the other side of the wall there. So that's an upsetting round to lose for Cloud9. They probably thought they could easily retake that against Taco, but he just played it to perfection.
He really did. He used the bomb as a teammate. That was quite nice. Knows as long as he doesn't show himself too early. If he had peeked earlier, it would have had to been an immediate headshot. So great win from Taco. One AWP towards the B bomb site, the other is lane side. Skadoodle, a quiet game on Cobble. They're going to need him here on Inferno. It's a tough spot for an Opera to get multiple kills. Molotovs and smokes ringing out from both sides to slow things down.
There are so many good grenades now you can throw to Skadoodle's position. None of them seems like they're going to be used in this round for SK. You have to throw them from that balcony on the second mid, so no one's setting up for that right now. 38 seconds, and this is going to be incredibly explosive. Once they go, they're going to be all in, running through the fire. They had no chance. Skadoodle's still going to go down, and somehow Rush has stayed alive for a little bit longer. Pistols out, but Cold0 is going to catch him in that corner. Now, it's 4 versus 2, but Taco and Cold0 are low. I'm not sure if Cloud9 can do this. They're going to have to just back off. Yeah, they might not even have the info.
They have to save. Yeah, it might not even. I don't even think it matters if they have the info, because at this point, with so much time in the post plant, 1 HP doesn't matter if you're in a good position to work with your teammates. That's a great hit, and that's all Taco jumping out through the Molotov as well, timed perfectly with the flashbang. Rush almost completes the kill, but Taco's able to take out Skadoodle in lane, and that's what allows the waterfall, SK Gaming, to just overrun that site. It's a beautifully planned, beautifully coordinated hit. Trying to save the weapon, he's going to be traded out.
I mean, that's just adding insult to injury there towards the end. At least you want to save the rifles if you can. Stewie going to be able to save the AWP at least, so a couple of really rough rounds coming in here for Cloud9. SK on the other hand, straight back in it. Taco with 123 ADR.
Yeah, that's brilliant. 8 and 4 to start this game off. His nearest teammate is Phelps at 3.
Tarek has got 10-3 and has got, that can't be real, 227 ADR. I mean, I know it's early on, but
you also know it's the Tarek era.
That is very true. I mean, now would be the perfect time for it to peak, wouldn't it?
The crazy thing is, oh, that's not ideal. Stewie's got the ult. And normally you'd think, obviously, of Skadoodle as the AWPer for Cloud9, but Stewie with this weapon is probably the guy you want to be holding on to it if he's the only weapon you have on your team. Such a playmaker, such a game changer. He loves being aggressive, he loves taking risks, and you're going to need both of those things if you want this AWP to turn the round in the favor of Cloud9.
Small stack on the B-bomb site. With just pistols, it's hard to imagine that that is even going to turn out. And SK are still fishing for any information that they can get. Making sure you don't run into a stack is obviously very important. And by the time they do execute on the bomb site, if they do, it's going to involve a lot of grenades, which means some of these players can't just stand where they are. They're definitely going to be moved back.
Stewie had that angle for a long time, but just the utility used over towards the B bomb site forces him to kind of start to cheat and rotate. He's changed his mind halfway there. It's an indication that Cloud9 has no clue what's happening in this round so far. Again, another position that's difficult to string kills on the board. Utility is going to force him away. Here they are probing into the stack. Phelps gets one. He's not going to get the second. Now the hit starts to come in towards the A bomb site. Stewie is still here. There's still a chance. Fur's going to walk right into it. The time, it's a double! He's done it! Stewie's created a chance!
Absolutely unbelievable. Tarek coming through, and he's going to get the kill on Fur. Out of all the possible positions, he finds himself lined up for a double kill. Fallen has no head armor, so one bullet, that was all it took. I thought when he looked away from the apartments, that was it.
You thought it was done. You were so worried when you see him start to look away, that outline creeping closer, and just by a stroke of luck, Cloud9 up 4-2 now. Double up is back in their hands. A change of fortunes.
What a ridiculous turnaround. 4-2, and the 7th round is coming up. SK Gaming, kind of what they did on Cobblestone. They really don't want to sort of cede the territory here to Cloud9. They want to keep the pressure up. They know their economy is not that great. If they can just get a good round in here, then that will be all they need.
They're slow playing some of these rounds as well, which is why you're seeing, if you look over at the utility of Cloud9, they're not using too much early on because they haven't really felt too pressured by the early round aggression from SK. At some point, you have to imagine SK is going to switch that up. But for the moment, Cloud9 is safe, sitting back. They've got a good read on this situation as well. 4 players here towards A. Stewie peering down Banana with the AWP at B. Another attempt at mid-control coming out. Nades are going to ring. Great nades on Atako and Cold Zero, bring him down to about half. Automatic comes through the smoke, but can find nothing. Perhaps a small blunder. Tarek's up next. They line up for him as well. He's traded.
So many people on this bomb side for Cloud9. There's just more and more all the time. There's Skadoodle getting a critical kill and still in the pit waiting as Rush. Are they going to realize there's one more person still in the bomb side? And actually the only one left. The bomb is going to be planted, but this is very odd. There's the headshot taking down Fur. 12 health left, and somehow SK have made their way on into the stack, beaten everyone with minimal equipment. What an unlikely round here. And Rush has to hope that someone's going to walk in so he can get an easy headshot. This is insane round coming out of SK Gaming. And he's going to get shut down from Cold Zero. I'm not sure I can explain exactly how they managed to win that round.
It was a great stack, a great read to have 4 players there, trusting Stu with the up over towards B, but it's really, really poor fight selection. Automatic jumping through that smoke. That would have been fine if it was better coordinated with Tarek coming from lane side, but he tries to recover and get involved too late, and he's all alone as well, only getting 1 kill. Great trades from SK, and Rush is pretty much neutralized here. He's smoked off, he's blinded. Need to do a better job of taking those fights in positions where there can be a crossfire.
Calculated risk from SK Gaming, buying rifles in that last round and continuing the pressure. It works out beautifully now. Cloud9 are going to answer back in exactly the same style. So now we have sort of a war of attrition here. Nobody wants to give up. Everybody has to keep buying. And usually when this happens, the first team to win 2 consecutive rounds is going to have a big lead.
And usually it's way, way more dangerous for the CT side, obviously, because things get more expensive. The rifle, the M4 is more expensive. You need the kits. And if you lose this round, if you're Cloud9, you've just delayed longer when you need to double save. So it just allows SK to pile on so many rounds. Cloud9, a lot of these rounds choosing to fight for this bracket control at the top of mid. We see a lot of teams choose not to do that, not wanting to stick around here as the CT team, but they're taking the risks to mixed effect. There's a flashbang up, there's a kill, there's the bomb drop as well. Tarek gets aggressive, finds 1 more. Rush drops down, it's the wrong moment. Tarek swings out wider and gets another.
He's everywhere in this round. They just couldn't stop him, but a big missed shot there. Skadoodle has to get that. The bomb still goes down. And that leaves Cold Zero. 1 versus 2, missed opportunity there. Jumps to try and bait out the shot, and Tarek is there, closing it out with a quad kill. 2 kills in Boiler, picking up the AK, swapping back into second mid for the triple. This is absolutely nuts.
Tarek's had a long career, but certainly this past year he's grown into the star he was meant to be. This is an incredible performance on the biggest stage. Semi-finals for him, trying to make it into the grand finals. 16 kills, 200 ADR, going into the 9th round.
What did he do on the SK side? That was, again, a risk taken by Cloud9. It did work out. Looks like they're going to be purchasing even more, including...
Listen, yeah, I mean, it's going to be another risky buy, to be fair, but they know getting 3 kills that round, the money is still not great on Cloud9. So still choosing to risk it because they know they can still punish that, and it would be huge if they're able to do it. But if Cloud9's able to hold out on one more buy, if they can stop this round from SK, they're going to be sitting quite nice to go into the later stage of this first half.
Standard Molotov to try and control top banana if you can. Follow-up as well might be unnecessary, but seems like Cloud9 were expecting some sort of banana rush. They at least have 3 people here. Skadoodle making a bit of noise with the AWP. Flashbang, are they going to go for the peak? Not quite. So many people on the other side, and if they rush down around this, they might not get what they're expecting. There's a shot through the wall, and close range is automatic with the MP9, shutting down a couple, and there's Stewie lining up the kills. 4 in a row, just like that.
You said it, they were not expecting it whatsoever. They expected an AWP and an MP9, and they got Stewie with the AK. He's tired of letting automatic do all the work. They line up for him. And a great call, showing different looks on the defense. And Stewie's trying to energize this crowd, get him back into it. 6-3.
Finally, there's the consecutive rounds. The economy broken for the Brazilian side, and now Cloud9 have a real chance of making this work. Tarek is having himself an absolute party here in the middle. Finally going to be shut down from Cold Zero, but you can tell he was loving it. Going to be another kill from Taco, so some unnecessary deaths here, but they're hunting for the kills, and Taco's going to be going down 7-3. This is a good lead here for the CT side.
Stewie returning the favor, but because he did that, he's not able to switch out for an M4. Small thing to note. Could come back to bite him. But listen, there's no unnecessary deaths when you're rushing mid at an anti-eco. That is pure shock and awe. What a game he's having.
Could it not have taken a bit of time to come alive?
No, he really couldn't have. Third map of the semifinal in the major. Now they're going up against fully AK'd SK. This might be that change of pace. It looks like they're speeding things up into alt mid. They slow it down. They know there's been pressure at top mid. They know they've faced opposition in brackets. Gotta be careful of an aggressive peek from C9. Again, Skadoodle out towards lane with that AWP. But if you're SK, you've seen double op setups. You've seen 3-man stacks at top banana. You've seen 4-man stacks at A. How do you know what you're going against here?
Smokes go towards Archway. If they had wrapped Arch instead, it might have been even better for this kind of setup. Skadoodle very uncomfortable, but he still picks up a kill. Maybe should have been a bit better. Tarek gonna pick up the AWP instead. Is he really gonna go back for that on 13 health? That seems impossible, and Fallen will punish him for sticking around. Takes him down for a double. There's a shot from Stewie. Phelps trying to sneak through. Turning his back on Rush is never a good idea. And a little bit sloppy for SK Gaming. They had the 3v3, they had the 50 seconds. I'm not sure why they wanted to push all over the map, but now it's on Fallen here. He has to get an ace clutch to try and figure this one out. And if anyone could, it just might be him. On the bomb side itself is Rush, so that's going to be the first obstacle. 23 seconds, and somehow Automatic is snuck on the other side. Somehow this is actually doable. He spots it out, misses the shot, and now everybody's going to come in. It's on a timer. He has to go very quick. Not sure about the pit. 10 seconds left here. Fallen is going to go down to Rush.
Such smart play from Rush, buying time around that box. Not letting Fallen get a clean kill. Close it on the end. You're right. I mean, it is a bit strange, SK choosing. I mean, 3 players across the map. They had time to kind of get together and coordinate something. But Phelps goes through smoke at B. Taco goes through smoke in the apartments. Some easy kills there for Cloud9. I think Tarek might be feeling it at the moment with that play, going back for more when he's got 13 HP, but you can't fault him too much. Back onto pistols is SK.
Ooh, deep grenade in the middle. That's a lot of damage onto Phelps. Won't be recovering anytime soon. I can guarantee you when SK picked to be on the T side of this map, this wasn't what they were hoping for. The panel did bring it up, maybe not their strongest map, and in fact, Skadoodle going to be taking down one. Great run down there for Phelps. Getting the perfect peek in to get the kill. Now they have CT spawn. What do they do with it?
This is the awkward place because they have CT spawn and they have an AWP. So if you're a player at B for Cloud9, you're so scared to rotate. This is the God tier play. This is the move that's going to save this round or prevent danger for Cloud9. Automatic is in such a good position to do so many things, prevent anyone falling back, get a quick flank. He's got to find the time. I don't think First saw it whatsoever. He's looking the other way. There's the kill. There's the bomb down, picking up one more. They've avoided danger so far, but Fallen still has that AWP and he hasn't gotten involved yet.
As soon as you see that bomb, the game is up. Tarek again, a rush to close it out. One more round on the board. One step closer to making the grand finals.
This is really good Counter-Strike being played from Cloud9, knowing with the man down they don't have all the control they'd like. Players across the map just freezing, watching a spot, knowing it's Automatic's turn to make a play with that flank, giving him the time necessary. He gets the job done, and then everyone pounces at the end. 9-3. Losing bonus building up as well, so you're going to see the AKs come out. They've got all the money. They've got a tactical timeout as well, trying to figure things out, fighting for any of these last 3 rounds.
And what you just heard was the group of SK fans getting drowned out by this Boston crowd. They don't want to let their team hear them. They've got to make sure all the momentum is still on the Cloud9 side here. It's 13th round, and now the money's really built up here on CT side. SK, they've got to figure this one out.
Phelps using his utility. He's been getting into aggressive positions, but they haven't always paid off. He hasn't been able to create a whole lot of it in these past 5 rounds or so. And SK, this is going to be a quicker round. They don't want to draw the clock down. They want to hit this bomb site right now.
Yes, they do. All they need is one good flashbang to set it up. Tarek ready with the counter. Taco jumping in. It's absolutely perfect. But Tarek shutting it down, still alive, and rushed down to the pit, trying for a bit more. It's a double kill. Can they get out? The Molotov pushing through, but Fallen 1 versus 2. And down to half health, putting the bomb down, not even going to make it through. Cloud9 had that on lockdown.
That was a play that earlier worked for SK. Taco staring into the ground for a flashbang, jumping out towards lane. It works again this time. He gets Skadoodle, but nothing from there. Rush gets blinded again, but he finds the kill. Tarek on top of it, and they just hold out long enough. Cold Zera at the end. You won't see that mistake too often, messing up the Molotov. Fallen taking some unnecessary damage, but it was a tall order anyways.
And Cold Zera couldn't actually join that first push because Tarek threw the flashbang. Before Tarek's kill, he actually flashed Cold Zera, so he couldn't join Taco out of that balcony. So that's a very good play from him. Might have gone unnoticed. 10-3 in the 14th round here. This is where they need to focus Cloud9. They can start to taste the victory, but they need to follow through.
This is where, in the past, North American teams have kind of collapsed with their inexperience. You're exactly right. SK Gaming haven't been able to find much success towards the A bomb site. I mean, they haven't been able to find much success towards the B bomb site either recently, so changing things up a little bit. More emphasis towards Banana. Phelps is primed and ready to go. 2 smokes and a decoy for SK, and that's all they have to win this round.
How do you even do that?
Better be one hell of a decoy.
There we go. You need, especially if it's B, you need Molotovs to clear out the most likely corners.
Because Skadoodle is playing so aggressively, actually he just falls back, so this might actually pull a rotation, but if he was playing aggressively, he'd have the info of what's coming. He's smoked off now. There are 3 players at B for Cloud9. Is Tarek going to stick around?
If they had a Molotov for that back B stack there, they could easily clear it out, but the lack of grenades, they might not be able to do anything about this boost. It's going to get really rough here at the B bomb side with 20 seconds left. That's SK try and make a final push to see if they can get a couple of more rounds to the board here. Phelps taking down Stewie is one hell of a start, but now can they clear it off the back here? Spray coming in as Tarek gets a long-range kill, denying the bomb plan. It's automatic, and there's no time. They can't win the round. It doesn't matter what happens anymore. 1 second, and it will be round number 11 on the board for Cloud9. Automatic automatic hunting, and what a way to lose a round, Moses.
Again, just intelligence from automatic. That's what he brings to this team. Such a smart player, understanding the time. His teammate falls, you know, Terex is being a distraction for him out in the open. The fact that Terex is taking this fight, they think the site's all clear because they already killed one, so great job from automatic. And that three-player stack towards B works out in the end. Not how they designed it, but it still works.
Weren't expecting that final man on the bomb site. How could they? Skadoodle ready for that kill. Final round on the half here. Taking down Fallen mid-air. Did not even touch the ground before he was dead.
Ooh, dink on a Skadoodle through the wall, but he gets the tag back and Tarek finishes it off. Who else? He has been absolutely everywhere on this map. Here's Phelps trying to peer into the B bomb site, trying to get a pick, trying to do something for SK. And automatic times it perfectly. He's focused on Stewie, and automatic comes from the side.
Shut down across the board is SK Gaming. Taco and Cole, and you can tell they're out of rhythm. Not quite able to find any other timings you normally see out of this team.
Yeah, that is going to be frustrating for Taco right at the end. And Cold Zero, he's an amazing player, not much to do. And automatic shuts him down with the first shot. Another incredible half for Cloud9. They're up 12-3. The crowd appreciating this Cloud9 lineup that Jack has put together.
So close to victory. 12-3 here for the first half. We are looking again for another insane comeback here, and they did not manage to do it on Mirage. They had such a poor first half, SK Gaming, and they couldn't survive it. 4 rounds, Moses.
You go back to that first half. Remember that economic battle going back and forth, neither team wanting to give it up. Cloud9 wins it out, and SK gets nothing from those traded rounds. 4 rounds, as you said, to make it into the grand finals. FaZe is watching. FaZe waits them. Does SK have another comeback left in the tank? It's been a long day for them. 3 players of utility on the Cloud9 side. So this is going to be a bit more measured and tactical than from what we've seen in their pistol rounds throughout this event.
Final half coming in here. 12-3 the scoreline. Cloud9 4 rounds away from making the grand finals here at the major, which would be historic. They have so much utility. I've never seen anything like this. 3 sets of smokes right now and a lot of grenades. They're probably hoping to just kill all of SK before they can even be unflashed. Let's see how this works out. This is kind of bold.
Very bold, especially because they're fortunate SK's not more aggressive. They were able to take one of those players down. The strat's broken up. Here it comes. Phelps in the smoke. He's been bypassed. He's going to ignore it. He's going to flank around. There's Rush with a kill, but all the danger is Phelps. Now he pounces. He gets his 1 kill and his 2nd. Automatic comes back to find him, but the bomb is dropped. Switching over to the USP. Automatic's going to get it planted.
2 versus 2. About 40 seconds left. The bomb will be going down. There is a kit picked up on Fallen, so they have some time to work with here. SK Gaming, the maximum amount of focus is needed, and Fur will get a headshot on automatic. Just Tarek in the pit, looking for 1 crossing kill. Now they're on the site, and he's in a lot of trouble down here. Working out wide, but he's on 10 health, and Fur will shut him down. It will be the round here for SK Gaming. In the corner, they're going to find the bomb. That was an absolute must-win round. And they make it.
That had to have been a stunning shot on the automatic inside of the bomb site. Wasn't able to lure him. This is a great play from Phelps. The flight through, he ignores automatic. He knows he ran through in mid, through the smoke, and able to get that 2nd kill just before he goes down. That's the critical one, and Fur's here to finish things off. Great, great retake. And Tarek knows that was an opportunity to pretty much close out this match right at the start. They're going to buy into this, though. With such a big lead, this is risky. This can almost be considered ill-advised, but we'll see what they do with it. Tarek with an AK, Stewie with an AK. Deagles and utility, upgraded pistols surround it.
Yeah, Mr. Greer is not happy right now. Not loving it at all. Make a bit of a jump up. This has worked out an enormous amount of time just on Inferno for both teams, so maybe that's what they're thinking is, listen, we're going to play this game as well on the T-Town. SK most certainly did.
Didn't work out well for him though, which is why this can be so dangerous. The AK's leading the way up mid. They just want this one kill. There it is. No response from lane, and coldzera backs away as fast as possible.
They don't need to commit to anything right now. They got the opening. They got plenty of time. They still have 2 smokes left. Everything is available to them right now. I think right now they're testing the mentality for SK.
They're hitting the pause button. They know there's usually some kind of a response. Where does SK decide to get aggressive, to regain map control, to regain information? They're trying to see what comes, what the reaction is, and SK is not biting quite yet.
They have picked the absolute perfect point of attack. Taco doesn't know it yet, but this is horrifying. They're coming in from every angle, shooting him in the back. He's gone before he even gets a chance to get on the radio and call for backup. It's too late. They have to get out. Another round for Cloud9.
And this is the only chance SK has to stay alive in the match. Save these weapons, save the M4s, save the utility, bring them into the next round. You can still scrap something together. But those chances are dwindling.
Just one big kill to open it up with. That's all they needed. And they're all gonna escape. Just Skadoodle, a little bit paranoid. You can see him on the minimap making sure that no one's ninja defusing the bomb. Out of all the ways you could lose a round, that was the one thing you didn't want.
Yeah, that would be
seeing that.
That would be instant tilt in a situation where you cannot afford that. 13-4. This is a great entry from Stewie and Terra coming up mid. With some team damage. And then, yeah, obviously Taco, no teammates. Taking a big, big risk and it doesn't pan out, and that says it all. They're feeding on his sadness.
No other way to put it, is there? 13-4. Cloud9 3 rounds away now from making it into the grand finals. We saw Rain already saying they love to meet Cloud9 against this home team and against the arena. Could be very interesting. A buy from SK Gaming. I mean, what else can they do?
Yeah, they have to go for it. They can't drop 2, so you're gonna have. It's not the best of buys, obviously. It's everything they can scrounge together. It's still formidable. They're gonna have 2 M4s, 3 UMPs, plenty of utility. They've got kits as well. But they cannot afford to lose this. If they lose this round, they're in that cycle of just force by every single round what you can. Try and make a miracle happen.
Quick take a banana. Very common with that Molotov. We saw it pretty much all throughout the first half. As soon as you can afford it, you want to limit the CTs. And then you just do it in stages. Consecutive Molotovs being thrown, forcing them back. And once you have control, that is pretty much it.
Look at the confidence they have taking these peaks. Stewie's trying to force them to use a smoke. Oh, what a shot! In response to the dink, Virgo's down. Stewie looked like he wanted to press the issue. Fallen punishes him. Spraying through the smoke with low HP. The equalizer is found. But still a dangerous position for SK. They're going to have to find a way to fill the gaps in this defense. Still 2 UMPs and 2 M4s in their arsenal.
Tarek hiding in that little corner is a very common strat. If anyone from the SK side wanted to retake top banana late, then that one position is going to be so valuable. And even if they don't, if they want to come back to B, they just know they don't have to use any more grenades to get it back. So it works for a lot of different reasons. 40 seconds, Moses. And oh, the timing is almost perfect. But Fallen going to hold strong on the bomb site. Now he needs backup desperately. And there is a little bit coming in. Trying to see if he can get Phelps in position at the right time. Skadoodle trying to run him down. Continues to spray. And gets the headshot, shutting down Fallen. Automatic creeping close. There's only 23 seconds, and they are being circled in from every angle. This is not a good position for Cloud9. very tough to get out of this one alive. Deep Molotov to try and force it back, and they're gonna have to hold on for a long time.
Automatic needs a new position. He needs to get out of there. He's trying to find it. He's going to stick around. If Phelps swings wide, he's got very limited mobility. He's got to rely a lot on Rush. There's the flashbang. Here comes the retake. Rush is forced back into the corner. Automatic goes down to the side. No! He wins it anyways, jumping over. They know exactly where Rush is. It's got to be heroics, and it's not going to happen. Taco slides out.
Huge win coming in. Taco with the double kill, and Fallen obviously almost got caught there. Did make it work, and overall that was about as close as you could get for SK Gaming, but they make it work. Still, maybe could go for a bit of an improvised buy here out of Cloud9. Not sure I would recommend it, but...
I mean, it's the similar situation. It's going to be deja vu to the last half. They know the money's low. Keep trying to punish that. Keep grinding it down as low as possible. Don't let SK build up some massive bank, so avoid having to play against Fallen's AWP on this map at all costs. Oh no, they're gonna do it. They're gonna go for it. Molotov out. Derek runs right through it. It's extinguished. Are they ready? That nade is gonna be huge. Stewie goes down. Fur continuing to tear, but they're both forced back. Cloud9 cannot stop now. They have to get into this site. It's all on this, and they're all blind. Skadoodle is down. This defense is holding strong. It's poised, and Cloud9 finds no openings.
Great grenade users coming out of SK here, shutting it all down, making sure they could not get the kills they needed. Now the bomb is going to be planted. I guess that's a slight bonus here for the T side, but I'm not sure it's really worth it. Rush on 16 health, automatic. He's got armor and a Molotov, but again, this is more than just a dream right now. They're both stuck in the back. Taco has a Molotov. If he comes through with one good grenade here, it is all going to be over. Trying to be a bit forward, going for the spray, and he's already gone now. Automatic in the corner, and he's shut down. Fallen picking it up, continuing the series here, making it a 6th round for SK Gaming. Close, but not close enough.
This is such a brilliant stop to this rush. Cloud9 actually gets through the Molotov without taking too much damage. These flashbangs are so beautiful, buying a lot of time for Fur to recover, get another kill, deal damage, rotate into the site. And Cloud9's gonna have to sit around out again, much like the last half. The CT side holds strong in that economic tug of war. And this could start the comeback. The money is gonna start building up. Not a whole lot of toys for Cloud9 to play with in this round.
Really isn't. Gap is still very wide, but as we talked about, closing out games, it is an art all of its own. Something that's, especially at this level, how do you have to sort of get to this level and then have close games and then learn how to keep your cool even at the end. Throughout even a long career for some of these players, you're not going to get many chances to test yourself in this environment.
Stack towards the A bomb site for SK. Waiting for the hit. There's the pop flash up mid. No one's caught off guard. Phelps is hiding. Fur's here as well. A 1-2 punch, a bait and switch, whatever you want to call it, it's working. And it's shutting everything down. Tarek gets one, but it's not enough. Skadoodle still has his smoke, but no chance to deploy it. Now you can feel it, Anders. Now you can feel everyone getting a little bit nervous.
Yes, you can. The focus in Fallen's eyes. He has done this so many times, and everybody knows it. He's maybe the one leader you don't want to give any opportunities to. He's seen it in the past, how he can turn games around. He is dialed in, you can definitely tell that. Six round gap here, and 21st round coming up. No AWPs in play so far in the second half. That's a little bit interesting.
Haven't had the chance yet. Haven't had the money for it. Not wanting to invest into that weapon too soon as SK Gaming. Tough weapon to make use on the T side as well. Pretty standard from both teams to open this round. It's a pop flash over. The Molotovs are going to prevent anyone from SK from peeking down banana. But Cloud9 a lot more hesitant to apply pressure to take fights to probe into these bomb sites.
There's a fun Molotov there from the CT side. Maybe if they had thrown more grenades to the corner, it could have forced someone into it. Regardless, 50 seconds on the clock, and bomb is still all the way back there. Someone surely is going to have to go and pick it up right now, just trying for a bit of mid-control. Swiftly denied.
Might be a good chance for them to go get the bomb. They might actually appreciate that at the end of the day. It looked like they were on the verge of just forgetting it even existed. They're gonna fall all the way back now. That Molotov kind of scared him away from any kind of presence towards the A bomb site. It's all on this. This is the right time as well. They found it. Fallen is rotating away. He's gonna get called back at the correct moment though. His teammates have information. Here comes the hit again. Fur boosted up. One player's blind. He's brought down to half HP. He's gotta live. Fallen is still locked out of this fight. Now all he can do is fight. And he does go down. There's the entry so sorely needed.
12 seconds here, automatic. With a really big hit, taking down Taco. The bomb has been planted, and SK, can they actually retake this one? It's now a 3-on-3 as Phelps take the kill. They're hesitating just a little bit. They need more right now. They have to win this round, and Rush is going to be going down. Phelps on the site with a quick double kill. And there's Stewie getting another one. Smoke is finally gone, so they can try and make their way on. Not that much time left now. SK Gaming, they desperately need this, but they're hesitating just a bit. Automatic with the kill, and that leaves Stewie in the corner. 41 health on Cold Zero, and he's down! Stewie shutting them out of the round.
And you said it's an art of your own to not feel the pressure of this situation. Stewie is able to do it. You can see Rush there very quickly on his monitor, counting the amount of rounds they won, trying to do the quick math in his head of how much money they'll have, what they can bring into the next one. Incredible clutch, almost slipped away from them. And Stewie's gonna get a double kill, to end it.
Yeah, it was automatic and Stewie, that combo, it has always been lethal.
Remember, it brought this team to their first international title at the ESL Pro League Finals in Sao Paulo.
Yes.
The first major title of a North American team, I think that was in 9 or 10 years, something incredible.
And as the panel were discussing, SK obviously wanted revenge here today for that one. That seems like it's some distance away right now. Cloud9 are doubling the round score of SK Gaming. And even worse, they're running out of money. We've got the AWP on Fallen. That in itself is dangerous.
It's all on this buy for SK Gaming. They've got nothing after this. If they don't win this round, they're all going to be sitting at around $2,000 and having to fight for tournament life. Cloud9 on the verge of making it to the grand finals. 4 players coming up alt mid, a really consolidated attack force. Focusing on trading, not wanting to spread out and get picked off. Here's what this AWP might allow SK to do. If Fallen is going to take a position at the top of Banana, once that smoke clears, if he starts peering down, he'll probably wait for a pop flash from his teammate.
Keeping that control for a very long time right now. It's going to allow the 3-man stack on A to sort of stay where it is. Even Fallen now swapping out. Doesn't want to stick around, so making it kind of hard. If anyone heard the AWP on that side, they might get caught.
Yeah, little tricky mind games. Unfortunately, there was no one over there to hear it. They might just run into it anyways, though, so we'll see what's going to happen. Smoke, in his view, waiting for the sound of pop flashes before he fires off a random shot. Actually, he's going to rotate back. Here's the bomb site hit.
Oh, they're all stuck on the bomb side. This is not good for SK Gaming. You don't want to be this grouped up. Cloud9 are right on top. Cold Zero, he's going to go down, fall in the back line. Point blank range with the AWP, he gets dropped and now alone in the smoke. Taco waiting for backup, comes charging in, but Tarek will take him down. Now Fur and Phelps, they're rushing in one at a time. There's no coordination, Phelps just trying to be the hero. Skadoodle will drop him, and now what can Fur possibly do? He needed somebody else to stay alive, and that just hasn't happened. The Molotov, he's gonna challenge him, but Skadoodle, the hero, Danny's here for the triple. And 50 rounds now for Cloud9.
It's map and grand final point for Cloud9. It must be one hell of a comeback for SK, and look at what they have to start it with. Almost nothing. Cloud9 has had to fight their way to this position. Led by Tarek, who's had a stellar game here on Inferno.
Send them home. The crowd is ready. We are at the flashpoint here at the Aganis Arena. 15-7. SK Gaming need 8 straight rounds in a row to make it back into overtime. You say it like that. Very hard to believe that can happen. And look at the equipment, Moses.
It's almost nothing, isn't it? These are going to have to be... They have one smoke. They've got a Molotov and some flashbangs. What can you do here? When these smokes clear, Stewie's going to have a lot of time if he chooses to just peek into that bomb site, see what happens. It's going to be refreshed. That's the last one they have. Trying to catch a player rotating behind that smoke. Keeping 2 players at B. 3 players armed with pistols and 1 UMP. Can they hold off any hit towards this A site? Cold knows he has to remain somewhat aggressive to have information. That's the advantage they need, is of what's coming.
They're going to have almost no delay between having that information and it being too late. 25 seconds here. The clock is almost out, and Cloud9, ooh, keeping it right here as Cole picks up 2. Well, 1 great kill. Phelps with the other one. There's a headshot. 17 seconds as they pick up the bomb. They're going to be on the site. They're going to have to plant. 10 seconds here as the bomb goes down. And now it's 2 C-set 75s to try and keep SK in the semifinals here. Cloud9, they're so close to an absolutely historic victory. Skadoodle hiding in the corner. Oh, what a shot coming out from Fur, making it a little bit more possible. He's only got the 1 kill and they're getting ever closer. They don't have a kit. They're almost out of time. They've got to go much faster than this. They need to move. Skadoodle getting a missed shot here, and he's finally going to get run over. Everybody's holding their breath right now. Even without the kid, it's going to get real close, and he's going to have it just in the last second. SK Gaming holding tight. That was so close.
It's all Cold Zero with that advanced positioning towards lane. Huge kills, huge damage done. 1 towards Rap side. Tarek was there on his own. And it's still okay at this point for Cloud9. It's that missed fight from Rush. The pop flash came in, it didn't affect his opponent, but he loses the duel with the Galil. That's what puts Skadoodle in such a tough position. They still, trading in that round is okay, because they're only going up against pistols. They've got to fight for 1 more round. They're bringing only pistols into this one. 1 smoke, 1 flashbang. And what a reversal. SK's arsenal, they have an AWP, they've got an AK, they've got 3 M4s. There's the pop flash up through it. Phelps is completely blind, but so is Stewie. He couldn't press the attack. Jumping across, trying to hope his teammates can do it. They're going to press onto him even more. Swinging out wide, there's the trade. M4 in Rush's hands. So they've at least got a weapon to play with.
And quite a bit of time here. Are SK going to lose their patience and try and peek anywhere? It seems like they're setting up for some pretty deep defense here. Down in that pit, Cold Zero can spot anyone trying to fall back. So right now, Cloud9 are just sort of locked in. The only one who isn't in this box right now is Automatic.
They're hoping, I mean, SK did the same thing in the first half when they had control of CT spawn. They're hoping someone makes an awkward rotation, someone wanders right into them, trying to get information of where Cloud9 is going, but it's not being given away. SK is playing this very, very well. Utility up in a palace is going to allow Taco to clear out towards Rap side. He sees absolutely nothing. Those will be there eventually. Cloud9 is just waiting for Automatic to get into position.
Flashbang there, buying a bit more time once again.
Automatic's role is to occupy Taco while the rest of his team gets into the bomb site. He wants to stay alive as long as possible.
Oh, he's going to come running right in, almost taking him down. That could have very well just been it. 15 seconds on the clock, and Taco's very low, but Cold Zero covering from the right-hand side and taking down Rush. The bomb has been planted, but they've got the advantage. Another headshot comes in. Cold Zero's really come alive in this game now, and Skadoodle's going to go down. Another triple kill, and SK Gaming alive a little bit longer for the 9th round here on the board.
You can see the danger, though. If Automatic gets that kill on a Taco and is able to get into pit, that's such a strong position to have in the post plant. Not able to do it, and Cold Zero takes out Rush with the M4. That's the major point of danger, and then he keeps his eye on it. He knows someone's going to make the run to try and pick that up, and it's Tarek who gets dropped next. 9-15 now.
Brief timeout there. The chants are back. Cold Zero and Fallen with a double AWP. If anything was going to bring them into overtime, that's a good ticket right there. Oh my God, what? Goodbye, Tarek. Instantly down through the wall. Headshot to the right through. I mean, what can you even do about that? Now the flashbang comes out, but they do rush down Fallen. That's going to be a lot of trouble as Fer gets down as well. Cloud9 answering back twice as hard, taking down Belt, automatic with the kill. And just like that, Cloud9 in a 1 versus 4. Taco can't do anything, the pandemonium is 16 rounds, and Cloud9 are in the grand finals of a major tournament. Nobody saw this coming. 16-9, ladies and gentlemen. A historic victory here for American Counter-Strike.
What a knockout punch that was. Fallen with an incredible shot, but Stewie coming through the smoke, why not? Catching him completely unawares. And they've done it a huge run. They started out 0-2 in the Legend stage, and now they've made it all the way to the Grand Finals. Off the back of 5 straight maps, they didn't lose one until they got to this series.
They can hardly believe it, but it is absolutely true. That means they're going to be facing off against FaZe in the Grand Finals. That's obviously going to be tomorrow. That was a long game to be playing, very hard, and you can tell it took a lot out of them to get all the way through. Very impressive.
Tarek's loving it in front of this crowd. An incredible game 3 from him. What a time to come alive for his squad.
He did everything he could. He was such an amazing player in this game. Very well done. And now, I mean, who knows? That Grand Final is going to be mad.
It will be insane. We'll see them again tomorrow on the stage. We've got Stewie with Smix.
Thank you very much, guys. It was a valiant effort from SK, but it looks like the library is closed today. Congratulations, Stewie. You took down G2, you took down SK, and today history is made, as for the first time ever, Cloud9 have made the grand finals of a major.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just my adrenaline's pumping, everything's going. It feels great. Thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for all the support. We appreciate it.
Well, let's talk about this series, because after a very one-sided Mirage, we saw Cobble to not go your way. So what went wrong there, and how did you reset for Inferno?
It's hard to say. They're a tough team to play on Cobble. They're one of the best teams in the world on Cobble. Our Cobble's not that great, as you guys can see, so we just had to pick it up on Inferno.
Well, last but not least, Stewie, you said that Cloud9 is a momentum-based team. After taking down both G2 and SK, only FaZe is left in the grand finals. So can you get revenge for the 2 semifinal losses at Oakland and New York?
Yeah, of course. We'll be there.
You heard it from the man himself. Congratulations again, Stewie. Good luck tomorrow. We are headed to a short commercial break, but when we come back, it's time to dissect that series.